Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Northern Alliance, quarantine competition. I am Brick, I will be your caster for tonight. Sadly, I am alone, as you can see on the other webcam spot on the right, where usually my co-caster would be. There's just a nice picture of the Northern Alliance. It's just gonna be me for tonight, so I hope it's, good enough. We're gonna be playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds today, as we have 13 teams that signed up. It's gonna be single A-lim, best of 1 in a bracket. So not much margin for the teams here. They have to get it right the first time, and otherwise they might get knocked out. That's their risk. And in the end, there might be some nice prizes for the winner. Quick disclaimer, the stream is delayed, so if I ignore you in chat, please don't feel personally attacked. I don't mean it that way. So yeah, I think that's about it. And now we have to pick which game we wanna watch. Does the chat have any preferences? Oké, sorry. Ken je geen Nederlands dan, of wat? The Frisian flag. Oh yeah, it's a northern organization, of course. Fitting. I think I'm just gonna do the Coca Kermits versus the Keukentrekkers. Gonna quickly join the server. Oh wait. Okay. Let's hope my CSGO actually works. Always tricky to actually get things to work. Okay, Inferno is loading. I'm gonna be playing Inferno, which is good to see. I like Inferno as I think it's a good map to test. I think it's a very balanced map. She really shows which team is actually better. So that's... How does this work? Okay. I don't really understand how the in-game overlay works. I'll fix that later. For now, you'll just have my normal overlay, which is not the right color. I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay, we've missed a round, but that's okay. I just need to do some... Should have done this before, but you know, unprofessional caster, hashtag botbrick. Stream. Yeah, I'm getting there. My CSGO is having a grand time crashing. Oh no, it launched on the wrong monitor. Okay. Sorry guys, give me 5 more minutes. How are y'all doing? Okay, I am connecting to the map. The screen is supposed to be black now, don't worry. It will be fixed. Oh, I'm actually so dumb. Minus 10 IQ. Fix. Okay, we're 3 rounds in. Had some difficulties, but it's fine. And we see that the Kurkentrekkers have already secured the first 3 rounds. Also have won the bye round by the looks of it, as they are currently playing against these Deagles. And now it's just Oscar and Zanku who have these 2 Deagles left. Already basically lost most of their lives here. And I did not think about it. We didn't have auto director here. I'll fix that later. For now, it's a 1v5 for Zanku. Does have the Deagle in his hands. No armor though. And since he's playing against 5 fully armed and very much alive players, it's going to be a difficult round for him. It's going to be the 4th round for the Kurkentrekkers, as the Coca Kermits are not having the greatest of starts in this game thus far. They will be able to have a bye in this round. But it's going to be a bit messy. We'll see the Bison on Matthew actually. And Oscar took some time to buy that AK, but in the end we'll have a full loadout from the T's as well. It's Zanku just peeking, and it's already... Fuck, I can't spectate, guys. I'm a bot. Anyway. Matthew will fall first as he pushes very aggressively into the A brackets, which won't really work out for him all that well. And now it's Graveling and the rest of the team going towards that B bomb site. It seems like a B site attack/executes is on the card. They do have all the utility to set it up, but Coffee, Patty and Shaksan are waiting here, ready to stop this push. Molotov goes down, and now it's Shaksan on site, who will have to do a lot of work. Does have the utility to delay the push for now. Also lots of damage done against these pushing T's, and now Shaksan is going to be the first point of contact. But support has already come in. It's hidden from the Coffins that will get the first. Shaksan adds another to the list, and now it's just Amako and Oscar, and they're getting slain by the CTs here. Amako with his op, last player standing, has secured the first kill, but is surrounded by CTs here. Ding through the wall, and he's missing these critical shots. I don't think he has many chances left in this round, and it won't be the case. 5-0, and then another convincing bye round for the Kurkentrekkers, as Coca Kermits gets denied in front of that B bomb site by utility. And has great difficulty actually gaining some space into that site. for now a force for the T's. It's nothing much to work with. An AWP kill already coming in from Luca. Luca going for more, missing the second flick, but he does get the spot against Amako, who was holding that angle with the scout. On the other side of the map, we also see that aggressive banana control was taken for a bit. Deep smoke will go in, and the bullets will keep the T's away. And now the CTs have a lot of information. They know it must be an attack somewhere in the direction of the A bomb site, since Luca has the information that T-spawn is not being pushed right now, and the CTs have the information that banana was clear a couple seconds ago, which doesn't leave many options. The entire team of Coca Kermit in the apps, it's gonna look like an apps flood, and it's gonna be Giraffe Mika as the first point of contact. First kill also comes in. Oscar gets the refrag though, and now it's Zanku and Oscar. Oscar actually getting both. Luca on side with his deal, can trade one back, and it's still a man advantage for the CTs, but with that kill from Oscar, it's a 2v2 on an open A bomb site. Bomb going down, Zanku getting heavily tagged. And now it's Shukson and Coffee Patty who have to attempt a retake here. Oh no, too. Interesting times. Nice, thank you server. 1v1, Zanku against Coffee Patu, and it's gonna be Coffee Patty actually clutching out the round. And that's gonna be the 6th. The Coca Kermits come really close to their first real round in this game, but it's the night in the clutch. And this also means that the Coca Kermits have yet to find anything in this game, really. Only most of them are still on one frag. Only Oscar from that last round having some success. A rough start for the T's here. And the Kirk Trackers is having no difficulty with them just yet. Another full buy, another quick push towards his A bomb site. Luca gets caught on the wall, misses the op shot and gets punished for it. It's the AK from Graveling that takes him out. And now the A bomb site is in a lot of trouble. It's Giraffe Mike here on site that has to get all the kills. But can he get enough before his position is overwhelmed? Will get the first, playing around this smoke, looking for more. Will also almost get the second. But almost is not good enough. It's Coffee Patty that's there to clean things up. But in the end, it's 3v2 as the bomb goes down. Shukson in the retake will win his fight on bracket. And now it's a 2v2 again. We've seen this situation go in favor of the CTs last round. But can they also make it work in this one? The T's have pretty solid afterplan positions. One on site, one near Coffins. But Shukson is playing the perfect counter to that. It's Hide that already gets the first. And now it's just Amako that has a chance in clutching this on the graveyard position. The bomb is ticking down and Hide has to get the defuse, but he can't make it. The bomb ticks too quickly and it's the AK from Amako, King Amako, that finishes the round. And by that also secures the first T round for the Coca Kermits. And that's a round they really needed. They've been having difficulties, and this could be the round that changes the momentum. Even though the T's have won here, their buy is really shoddy. It's a Galil Scout. Definitely not the weapons you want to be working with if your follow-up round is in contention. Bit of a slower round here for the terrorists, mostly grouped up in that banana position, preparing some utility. Oscar risking his life peeking at angle, not an angle that is usually peaked, but he will be entering, spotting the first player there, but utility is flying in left, right and center. Coffee misses all his bullets, but gets the kill in the end, 2 kills even. And that's a man disadvantage in that initial push, and it seems to have scared away the Coca Kermits, falling back to mid. If they would have pushed A right now, they would have met an empty bomb site, but the rotations have come back in. They're no longer alone on this A bomb site, and it's Hidde, that's already there to hold his angle, does mess up the first spray, has to fall back, but gets denied in the second angle, and now there's only one player left on site. That's gonna be Giraffe Mike, already being a critical player on A thus far, and he does get 2 kills, and that gives the man advantage to his team, but Coffee Patty is incredibly low, and once again, is this A side retake, and once again, it's King Amako with his AK. Managed to be victorious in the last. Can he also outplay Shakson and Coffee Patty in this one? Holding the angle, will get the first frag. The trade isn't there yet. It's the incredibly low Coffee Patty that has to do all the work. Amako is missing his bullets, but the pistol will do the job. 4 kills for Amako. 6-2 will be the scoreline. And the Kurkentrickers once again lose that A retake. And this has also been quite detrimental to their economy. Some SMGs, a shotgun, 2 shotguns even. It's a bit depressing. But the money has really run out for the Kurkentrickers. And Coca Kermit has a pretty solid chance of actually adding some more rounds to their T-side total. Three players for the T's, 4 even heading to these apps, and it's Luca that's holding the stairs angle, also has support from Giraffe Mike. And Luca will be getting that first headshot, re-peeking, also getting the second dink in, and that's a lot of success from that position. Seems to have scared away the Coca Kermit for now, but the danger isn't gone yet. It's Mika holding this angle with his shotgun, sees the rifle, but can't actually connect his shot. And thus gets traded out by Zanku. This A bomb site is suddenly vulnerable, but it's Hidde pushing through the smoke with his auto shotgun. 2 kills for him, also spots the bomb. And that's a massive flame from him. Allows Coffee Patty to rotate in, who also can't connect anything. And the situation was looking quite good for the CTs, but now it's once again this A side retake. That has to be the name of the game. Hidde together with Shakson taking his time, but will be losing the first duel. It's Shakson with the UMP, which will be trading him out. Doesn't have the kit though, so time is not in his favor. It's Graveling who whiffs most of his AK clip, but still gets the kill in the end. And once again, it's the Coca Kermits who end up winning an incredibly close A site retake scenario. And they keep on winning rounds, but as you can see, their economy is basically still in ruins because they only survive with 1 player in most of these rounds. Luckily for them, the Kurkentrickers have completely run out of funds at this point, only pistols for them. So the 4th round for the Coca Kermits should be doable if the server doesn't crash on us. Gonna be most of the T's towards this B bomb side. Coffee Patty is around the corner, but will be quickly spotted out, and it's Jackson, the last defender. Does have this pistol, but I don't think it's gonna be of too much effect here as he pushes towards the barbecue area. He gets eliminated. Only 2 players left, Luca and Mika. That's going to be it for this round. Clean round from the Coca Kermits, and that's what they needed. Finally, some breathing space for their economy, which has been hit pretty bad in the recent rounds. But the danger will be back in the form of a buy for the Kurkentrickers. An AWP in the hands of Luca. And full rifles for the rest. Lots of players using that silence them for something we haven't seen in a while. But it's going to be Luca opening up the fragging with this AWP with a mid-peak. And that's a very easy and efficient way to open up the round in your favor. Zanku even with the nice shot. And it's going to be the Kurkentrickers. And a man advantage. Captain Hidde is holding this bracket angle quite aggressively. Can be dangerous if you don't get the chance to fall away. But it's Luca on the AWP that will be getting another kill. Falls back to side, is being flanked from Absto, but escapes with his life. And now Luca is playing this box angle. Can be unpredictable, hard to play around, but Luca will be flanked. And the A-bomb site will eventually fall, but the Pips player and Captain Hidde from bracket will be in full control of the situation. They can eliminate the threat before the bomb is even planted. And it's a buy round going in favor of the Kurkentrackers, and that will end the streak for the Coca Kermits. And you can see the effect that these close rounds have had on the Coca Kermit economy. No money left for them. Basically, it's going to be a single AK, the rest of the team saving. And as Amako already gets heavily tagged in those early seconds of the round, that's once again a good start for them. Graveling trying to go for some entries, but it ain't working out for them, and the CTs are just mowing them down. And Shaxon will be spotting the last player, Zanku, with his AK. Does have almost full health, does have armor as well. Also knows that Shaxon is here, but the spray won't be hit. Shaxon with the quick peek, 8-4. And the follow-up will also be for the Kurkentrackers. Now money for the Coca Kermits though. And it's gonna be Oscar that won't have a real rifle. Amako also not really in a position to buy. And this will lead to the entire team opting to light buy instead. Not quite sure what I feel about this, but Luca is going for this mid peak once again. Is probably aware that these players won't have an AWP to counter him. And since no utility is being used to counter the mid position either, Lucas had the free reign with this AWP. Bracket smoke coming in. Molotov instantly back. It's Luca opening up the round on this A bomb site once again. Falling back to his box angle. Once again almost being knifed. It's a clown fiesta on site. But it's the CTs winning out. As Amako is left in a 1v3 with 4 HP. Does have this stolen AK. Also has some information about where Hidde is supposed to be, but it will be the Molotov and the M4 bullets that finish him off before anything exciting happens. And the Kurkentrackers will be heading towards this double-digit scoreline. It's actually the AWP coming out for the Coca Kermit, something we haven't seen in a while, and unfortunately for Oscar, he still can't really buy. Which will lead to him not having the AWP, and finally Luca will be punished. It's Amako holding that angle with his AWP, getting the opening kill. And that's the first opening kill his team has secured in a while. So I'm curious if they can use it. B-boost being set up. As Coffee Patty decides that his assistant is more needed on this A-bomb site. In the meantime, it's the T's already walking up brackets. Maybe thinking about exploring short. Graveling holding long. And Coffee Patty might be making a fatal mistake here. The fake working out. 2 rotations coming in. One of them to brackets and one of them all the way to B. And Hidde will be getting the first, but by then it's already the site that has fallen. Graveling sprays down. Also hunts and will get Hidde. And now it's a man advantage for the T's. The flank on the B-bomb side does fall. But it's Shaxon and Coffee Patty once again. We've seen them in this situation many times before. But they've been on the losing end in most of these. One v one trade, and Coffee Patty has already called it a day, not even supporting his teammate. And deciding that the AWP is worth more than his chances in the round. And since it's the last round in the next, Not quite sure if I agree with his decision. There would have been a buy easily anyway. And there's no real long-term monetary goal, but you know, if he wants to save, it's a free country. He can do whatever he wants. Zanku going for the quick banana play. Lots of utility being thrown, but he's avoiding most of it, and by that he has also secured top banana control. No one will be there to face him as the CTs are playing quite a passive setup on that B-bomb side. With Patty in the first oranges corner and Shaxon on the coffins. In the meantime, some action towards this A-bomb side. 3 T players waiting in middle. Oscar and Apps looking for a potential opening. But no real peaks coming out just yet. It's also Luca holding the angle here. And Hida will find the first kill, will also fall back. It's all a fake though, as the real push will be happening towards this B bomb side. Unfavorable trades, but the Molotov kill will actually finish off one of those B side defenders. And now it's the B bomb side under enormous pressure. Amako getting the opening kill into the side, and now it's a 2v3 retake on one of the more difficult sides to retake in this game. It's Luca who will spot the first player. Can't really get an angle just yet with his op, and the scoping has revealed his position, I hope. So that's something to work with for the CTs, and that's also a beautiful kill for Mika. Will maybe give the room that the CTs need, but will they check this angle? Both T's stuck in the same angle, and they will quickly eliminate it. Cleaned up, and half score will be 10-5 in favor of the Kirk attackers. Can you enable the crosshair of the individuals? I don't know if I can. Can I? Oh, that's a new update. I'll look into that later. 5 blocks, no util for the T's as they rush into this A-bomb site. First kill will go in favor of the CTs, but trade will come in. But it's the bit player here and Zanku in an awkward duel. In the end, it's the CTs coming out with a man advantage, and it's just gonna be Captain Hidde on the side. Does have the bomb, but is being rushed down, not even planted the bomb yet. Will be doing that right now, but this will also give Amako and Matty the chance to near his position. Hidde needs a lot of bullets to get the first, but will be getting the clutch. Anyway, 4 kills for Hidde as he drags away that pistol from the Coca Kermits, who seemed to have the dominant hand in it, and that's an impressive play from him, even though some of the Glock bullets were missed. 5 times Mac 10 for the Kirk attackers. These players like money and they like speed, as they're heading towards this A bomb site / apps position. 1 player as the sole A side defender in the corner. Won't be checked, but it doesn't matter. The kill is there for Shaxon anyway, and the hunting will commence. These Mac 10s are not really worth too much for the T's, but the money that they can collect by getting kills is definitely valuable. Sheriff Mike was hunting around in the CT spawn a bit, but decides to fall back. Coffee Patty sees a CT player popping through the smoke, and for now it's looking like a cleanup. No deaths for the T's. Lots of money farmed as all these Mac 10s bring in cash And now it's 12-5. And the Kirk attackers have amassed pretty significant lead over the Coca Kermits. Quick boost into upper banana here. No one is actually here to face the terrorists. All 5 of the Gurkha trackers are in this banana position, and that's looking like a pretty standard B-side execute. This smoke is still here though, which might prove to be a hindrance to the T's, and it definitely will be. Grafling already getting the first Jackson, almost there with 2 trades, but it's gonna be equal trades for now, as Matthew also gets one back with his FAMAS. But as Mika gets that last B-side defender, it's gonna be a 3v2 after plant scenario for the Kirk attackers. Oscar and Zanku coming from 2 different positions, but as Zanku already gets denied at banana, it's looking difficult for Oscar. Has not been having the greatest of games. And the collection gone out for his team. Does get some heavy tags in, but the kill won't be going his way. 13-5. And it's looking like Kirk Trackers is running away with the lead and potentially their first game. Only pistols for the CT side. Some utility. Also 3 players with armor, but no access to those rifles. And Shoxon will be already tagging down Zanku heavily. Matty playing around this smoke might get a chance at a deagle shot if these T's aren't careful. And it's actually the flank coming in from the CTs, and it's working. Okay. I didn't even know what happened there. Just all 5 kills going to the pistols of the CTs. Interesting times on Inferno. But a 6th for Coca Kermits in a round in which they didn't really have much of a chance. So that's an opportunity for them to stage maybe somewhat of a comeback. Since the Kirk Trackers don't really have the finances right now to buy. They have to save for this round at least. So this should be a chance. But then Matthew doesn't hold his weapon out when holding an angle. Luckily Zanku is there to cover his back, and Matthew will get these essential kills in the end. So situation will be recovered, but was looking a bit dicey for those initial seconds of the round. Mika with this AK. Stolen. Yeah, stolen from the CTs here. Will be spotting 2, but can't connect any of the shots. 13-7, Coca Kermits get another back, but it's probably the buy coming in from the Kirk attackers now. It's not going to be great. Jackson and especially Luca won't have the full funds to actually buy everything they need. Luca will actually be playing with a P90 instead. Some nice variation. As Captain Hid is already very aggressive on this banana position. Two players holding this angle, so peeking it might be a massive risk, but it's looking like Captain Hide is looking ready. Jumping first and will be spotted. Also spotting the player back and falls back instead. But as he hears the footsteps, he decides that his position is probably clear, but Oscar will be opening the fragging for the CTs as Coffee Patty is having some difficulty with that spray. Zanku still holding this short position together with Mathy. And now the T's will have to form a new plan in getting to this bomb site. Luca will be getting that opening kill. Also looking for more, spotting the CT's player through the smoke. But these frags are going in favor of the CT's thus far. And now it's graveling on the B bomb site. But with the bomb being spotted in mid, the information streams in that is likely to be a late B take. And the T's will actually be faking it, rushing back to this A bomb site, but they have 20 seconds left to get the bomb down. And Oscar is in a perfect position to deny them. He only gets one. And now things get difficult for the CT's in the rotation. The bomb will be planted on default. Amako spotting the first, but Mika will be surviving and hiding in that cubby. It's Hide playing around the box. That might be the first point of contact. Switches away from his AK, and now it's Mika that has to clutch it out for his team. And can he find his last kill? He definitely can. 3 kills for Mika. His 26th in this game already. And that will bring the Kurkentrackers 1 round away from a match point. Another full buy for the CTs. Up for graveling now. Interesting. And a very passive setup for CTs. The 2 B defenders are basically all the way in the back of sight. And the A defense seems to be mostly structured against this bracket position, but as Oscar falls near balcony, the A defense is actually pretty weak. Of course the T's don't know this, but 1 kill could completely disrupt the defense that the CTs have set up, since Zanku is basically alone, will be peeked out even, off angle, doesn't work for him, and now it's Mathy as the sole A side defender. Will be getting 1, will be getting 2. Can he get more from this position? Switching to the 5-7, but he will be traded out, and now it's a 2v3 retake scenario, but it's Mika that's already holding the angle. 1v2 for Amako, the king, but he's dinged, 2 HP left, and it won't be happening. 15-7, and 9 match points for the Kurkentrackers, as they're looking likely to secure their first win of this competition. It's a messy buy for the CTs. 2 Max 7s, a Nova. That's all they'll be working with. Matty does have that FAMAS, and with that weapon will also be the most armed player on his team. Zanku will be getting 1 with the Nova at least, but the trade is quick. And Luca has some kind of suspicion, I think, that something is up. The server crashes, and Captain Hide will lose his life in the meantime. Actually, lots of kills coming in here. And that's an interesting turn of events. Shoxon in a 1v3 will be spotting the first. Actually, also spotting all of them and getting all the 4 kills. That's a way to lose a game. It was looking like the Coca Kermits were getting another chance, but it won't be happening. And it will be the Kurkentrackers securing their first win into this bracket. Let's have a quick look what this means. Go to tournament bracket. Oh, some of these matches seem to be a bit broken. So we're gonna take like a 10-minute break, and then we'll see which match we'll be casting. I don't think I'm gonna look at the Kurkentrackers again. Probably at some other team. And well, I'll see you back in a couple minutes with another match of this Northern Lions Quarantine Games for Counter-Strike Global Offensive. See you in a bit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, at the Northern Alliance Quarantine Games. We're heading into the first quarterfinal match of the evening. We're still waiting for the server to be set up, but it's gonna be the players from Post Mortem against the Borg Cube team. And the winner of this best of one will be advancing to the semis, where we'll be seeing another match later on. But for now, heading into these quarterfinals, we've seen the first round match between I forgot the name. The Coca Kermit and oh, what? I'm being told. Okay, never mind. Between the Kurkentrekkers and the Coca Kermits, the Kurkentrekkers ended up winning that one. But we won't be watching them for now. And I'm getting some conflicted information right now. Question mark. Apparently we're doing pufferfish instead. Okay, there are some technical problems with the match between Postmortem and Borg, so we're heading into the alternative quarter, or one of the alternative quarters, which is going to be Pufferfishes against Fagot, which is not a swear word, it's a bundle of sticks. We're streaming this one because it's like starting right now, otherwise you'll have to wait for a bit longer. Which I imagine you don't want to do, so. Couple more minutes for the teams to make their map picks. One loss in yeah, it's a single A-lim. If the GOAT view works, I might quickly restart the stream so the delay is off. Because otherwise we'll have and GOAT TV delay and stream delay, which will be almost 3 minutes, which isn't great. We're also having issues. Oops. Whoops. That team didn't win. Interesting. Interesting times. I guess we could have a quick look at the bracket. Okay, bracket. We just watched this match. And we were planning on watching this match, but something is broken. And now we're waiting for this, but apparently that's also broken. So it's not going as smoothly as we might have wanted to, but we'll get there in the end. Kurkentrekkers is currently playing SKT Netherlands. Okay, apparently we're starting soon-ish. Is this the right team now? No, still not. Interesting. Okay. I'm being told that it's the buffers where the real attention should be, so we're waiting for that game to start. Someone put on some music. I have the feeling this might last for a bit longer. The wrong team is in the wrong match. I'll try to communicate it. Gucci. Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Interesting times. How's everyone doing in the chat? Even though we have a minute delay. Just gonna try to have a conversation. I've been having great fun with online university classes. Absolute way all the time. Yeah, that's about it actually. Turns out there's not much time left in your life to play video games if you have school all the time. Huh. Okay, wait. Okay, now there's I hear Team Gucci is the real deal though. Wow. Well, let's see if this game happens. Never let me close your eyes. Only got one night. Just put your trust in me. Give me everything. I need your love to. Okay, this looks it's on hold now. Still the wrong team. I'll give you everything. So hold on to me. It's so broken. Poor faces and poor admins. quickly consulting what the plan is.
Your eyes only got one night. Just put your trust in me. Give me everything. I need your love tonight. So baby, please don't fight it. Put your trust in me. I'll give you everything. So hold on to me. Never let me go.
Okay.
Right here in your arms is where I wanna be.
Let's see if the code key actually works. Okay, we're switching to the SKT Netherlands against the Gurk Attackers again. Because the rest is broken at the moment. Game is live. I'm gonna quickly be restarting the stream. I'll be back in like 10 seconds. Are in the lead against SKT, the Netherlands, who have also won their first match and are thus in this second quarterfinal. For now, we see that there's no funds available for the T's actually, only pistols for them, and they're rushing into this A bomb site. Mike, ready with his AK, will get the first on these boxes, but it's looking like these T's are ready to hunt. 2 kills for them already, actually. Also the kill on site, and now there's only 2 CTs left, whilst this bomb can get planted within a couple of seconds, I assume. 1 player coming from CT and 1 from Con. But it's looking like the round will be already dropped by the CTs here, as they are getting ready to save their weapons instead of trying to retake the A bomb site. Yeah, the stream lagged, sorry, it's fixed now. Why would it work? How easy would things be if they just worked, you know? Okay, sorry for the lag. It should be fixed now. Quick A push for the T's here. Actually, all the smoke's coming in. Patrick is already out quicker than the CTs might expect. And he's getting this entry, looking for more, but is heavily tagged in the process. Luca playing close to the smoke. Hoping to find anyone over-aggressing. And now it's a bit of a stall from the T's here, as they're not really getting the space into the site that they need. Luca actually getting one on the fadeaway, but it's gonna be Mr. Schneck hunting for more. Double spray down from him, and he's being shot from CT. He's surprised where the bullets are coming from, and now it's a 3v2 on this A bomb site. But the T's don't really have site control just yet. Sims looking to plant the bomb, but he's out in the open, and Coffee can just peek out. Will get one before he's traded. And now it's Captain Hidde in the clutch, 1v2. Patrick and Van Heda switching the up around Botcon's Law in effect here. And it will be Patrick covering his teammate while he plans. Will be hitting the flick, but the wall will save Captain Hidde's life. That now it's just him, does have the kits, so he has some time to work with, but the T's have good afterplan positions. It's gonna be Waneda in the jungle and Patrick in heaven, but his position won't even be needed. Waneda already finishes off the round before the CTs can get close to the bomb. And it will be the 4th round for SKT. As the Kirk attackers are also completely out of funds. Only pistols for them, as most of their players are around 2k. They're gonna be saving for the next, so they can have a better chance. And they're actually pushing this A bomb site. Nobody is there to meet them. But this might end up biting them, because the T's are heading to a B bomb site, which is currently completely empty and free for the taking. Will the flank from the CTs come in at a relevant time, or will by then the bomb already have been planted? We'll see. It's looking like Luca might be surprising some T's here, and the connector will be spotting too, missing a lot of his shots, and the rest of his team will be decimated within seconds as well, as the pistols prove to be useless against the rifles of the terrorists. And now it's only Coffee with his P250, no armor to support it, and he will be winning this duel in the underpass. Can also steal a Galil from this, but Patrick is not letting him escape. Quick peek with the op will make sure that no gains shall be made for the CTs in this round. 2 kills for them, pretty decent for the investment, but sadly no real weapons saved for the Kirk attackers. Opening kill for the CTs actually. Luca getting 2 there from underpass, and Hidde also contributing. And then Waneda being the only player for his team to actually get something back. Looking for more, almost getting an entry there on short. But the Shoxon will be alive to tell the tale. And Waneda will be falling back to the ladder position instead. They have lost most of bomb control. Mr. Snack swapping that rifle out for the AWP as he takes the bomb to this B short position. Can the T's get anything done here? No, it's actually gonna be Mika that will be peering over the smoke. What a flick from Haneda. Reaction with the headshot, and Shoxon will fall. And that haha in the chat is definitely deserved. That flick didn't make any sense. And it won't matter in the end, as the CTs still get all the kills there in mid. But it definitely looks spectacular. And Kirktrax will be winning another one, even though their buy wasn't perfect at all. Now they have another chance with a buy with more utility than they had in the last 3 kits, full rifles. And the other side of SKT doesn't have any AWP to play with in this round. It's looking like an A-side take is on the cards. As Sims will be the first coming in, opening kill for him. Decides to retreat instead of pushing forward. And there's Mika on the side and Luca with the support. Perfect teamwork from the CTs there, distracting the T's as they peek at the same time. And that push has been decimated by that CT defense. Mr. Snack taking the bomb to the B bomb site, which is currently empty, but the CTs already have some suspicion that something is happening towards that B position. Rotations already coming in. And it will be a 1v4 clutch attempt for Mr. Snack. Does have the smoke down, can potentially try to go for a plant, or instead go for the kill. Completely flashed, and will be spotted in this awkward situation. Will spin around for the player on the short, but can't get the kill before Luca eliminates him. And that's the tie for these teams. Kirk Trackers actually winning a couple rounds in a row. And this has completely depleted the funds of SKT Netherlands, as they only have pistols to work with. Some Tech 9s, we're seeing them more often now, after they've been buffed. Mid-soft call taken here for the T's. Bomb will be in the B apps for now, and it will be an attempt at a boost. Patrick will be forced away by the flames, and the boost will end poorly for the T's. Luca is ready, will be getting 2 kills. Beautiful work with the M4 there. As he's stepping away these T's. Sims going for an attempted jump shot, but it won't work out. Luca actually just jumping in, hyper aggressive. And all the kills will be going the way of the Kurkentrekkers. Clean round from them. Definitely beneficial to their economy. They have quite a lot of reserve funds now, which might be practical in the future. SKT with a buy again. Snack on the AWP, and also ESG coming out. Of course, nerfed in the most recent update. Not as overpowered as it used to be. Snack going for the opening kill there. Almost gets punished, but it's going to be Luca instead actually getting the frag here in connector. And this has already eliminated one of the pincers for the SKT attack. 4 players still waiting in front of this A-bomb site. But will they have the firepower and utility to actually stage and execute? They don't have any smokes left, so it's going to be a very dry take from them. And considering that Kurkentrekkers has been hitting most of their shots, it's going to be difficult take. Nice step from Mika there. And it's looking like SKT will be eliminated one by one. Mr. Snack on the AWP will be picking off Luca there, but will also give up his position in the process. And since the bomb is really out of his reach, dropped near Tetris with Mika guarding it. I don't think this round is going to be working out for the terrorists. Mr. Snack, 14 HP in the palace. And he's already being surrounded. The T's are not letting him save this weapon. As the timer ticks down, the chances from Mr. Snack of actually surviving this round are getting lower and lower. He might as well try to hunt here. Will spot the head, but the AK is just too quick for him. 7-5, Kurkentrekkers with another convincing round. And SKT is having some difficulty converting these gun rounds. Of course, they made the choice to play with AKs instead of these smokes. And they got punished for it because they essentially ended up throwing their utility, being cancelled by the CT utility, and then not having any left to play the rest of the round. Quick B rush is looking like the answer. The pistols will be making their way to this B bomb site. 1 kill for them at least, but the 2 kills also coming in the meantime for the CTs. Shockson with his AK is being calm and collected, clicking away these T players. And, it's just gonna be Patrick surviving. He won't be achieving anything from that bench position, as the situation is recovered nicely by the retaking CTs. No panic from them. And now a very interesting buy will come out for the T's. Double up setup on the T side of Mirage. Not something you often see in competitive CS, but it might be the answer to the questions that SKT have. Patrick will fall on mid though. No smoke thrown to actually cover that that cross. And that will be an early disadvantage for the T's once again. Having difficulty actually securing openings. And it's looking like Mika will be making their lives even worse. Their game plan even more difficult. It's gonna be 1 back from 1 Heda from Palace. But Shockson is already pushed up mid. The CTs have a lot of information here, a lot of map control. And Luka will be rotating in to support his team. Mika in the firebox corner. He really likes this headshot angle, I assume, and he has a silenced M4, which is definitely a useful weapon in that angle. The nade might actually finish off the job here, as Sims is incredibly low, survives that encounter, but the take will still have to come out, and they're being sniped down. Bomb will be dropped, Mika will be getting a second, and now it's just Wanheda. Does have this AWP, but once again stuck in the palace position. Molotov will be forcing away Mika for now, but the nade will fly in return. And with 25 seconds on the clock, I think the 9th for the Perpetrators will be a reality. Mika will be confirming that reality as he gets the last and his third in the round. And the Perpetrators are looking to shape up a pretty decent CT half. Double up now for the Perpetrators. Still one up in the hands of the T's, but basically no utility for them. It's looking like they've opted for a quick A take, but Mika has already opened up the fragging with that AWP coffee patty. Playing in Underwood, definitely a position that can grant you many kills. Not if you're being spammed down though. Nice play for Mr. Snack to at least trade it out, but it's a double for Mika with the AWP. And that one bullet has decimated the push from the T's, and it will be the 4th for Mika as well. Impactful round for him with the AWP. 21 kills on the half. He was already playing confident CS in the last map, and he's looking to continue that streak. (10-5) on the half. Perpetrators taking the double digits on their CT side. Of course, this is Mirage, so it's not entirely unprecedented to see such an advantage for the CT side. But the way the last rounds were going does give me some worries about the success of the SKT team. Jesus Christ. And Jackson will be going for the knife. Will be getting the stab as well as the server completely lags, but he's looking for more. Second headshot for him. Well, first headshot for him as the first was a knife, but it's just gonna be Simi. And he will be tapped away by Luka as well. Convincing pistol, even the knife coming in for Jackson there, and that's the ultimate disrespect. 11-5. And a pretty solid chance for the Perpetrators to make that 13-5. Or at least 12-5. Jackson going out with his Mac 10, of course. Increased mobility with this weapon. Also a lot of money being earned with every kill these T's are getting. And it's proven to be quite effective against the CTs here. Did invest somewhat into this round. Scout for Wanheda, also armor for that player. But it's looking like it won't be enough to stop these rampaging Mac 10s. All the kills coming in, only one of the T's actually falling. And that's a massive economic gain. They seem to be playing this setup a lot in the second round after winning the pistol with just 4 Mac 10s. And now it's actually UMP being bought, even though SKT will have a buy in this one. Almost no utility for them, only 2 flashes. And that's going to be very meager. But we'll see if their weapon advantage can work out for them as these Mac 10s are heading in. 1v1 trade on the side thus far. It's still Wanheda here behind the pillar, trading one back in favor of his team, and Patrick is already in the flank. Perfect position from him, denying the bomb plant. Will be flanked from behind eventually, but it's a 2v3 situation on this B bomb side. Luka will have to do a lot of work with this M4 because Hidde is incredibly low and will be tapped away. And now it's Luka. playing around the smoke, actually spotting the first. And he's getting that kill for free. And now he has a chance to clutch it. Will be getting the second as well. And this round is just falling apart for the CT. Sim. Sim has to recover and will deliver with the last kill with that AUG. It's was looking dicey for the CTs there, as Luca was actually making pretty decent opportunity for himself, but they won't work out in the end. And it's a shoddy buy for the CTs, even though they won the last. And Luca will be pushing up short already. First kill for him, almost traded by that CT player. But will be surviving that encounter. And thus also will be grabbing that man advantage for his team. Patrick will recover the AUG from his fallen teammate. It will be Shuxon actually spotting that second A-side defender, and Luca getting the second entry as well. As the bomb will be heading towards the B-bomb side. One player is holding this side, but he's holding it from apps, and this might not be expected by the T's. Captain Hidde going for the plant might be in for a nasty surprise. As these T seems completely unaware of the fact that someone could be in CT, and the peak does eventually come out. Also getting one, but the trade is there, and it will be one Heda that will make it equal. But if his fellow CT falls in mid, he's stuck in this 1v1 with the two T's being on both sides of him. Coffee Patty on site. Shuxon and Kitchen will be spotting one Heda on the cross, and now it's a difficult clutch for him. His position is known, has to hit both kills, and he doesn't even have to kit. Doesn't have time in his favor, and Coffee Patty will make sure that the defuse doesn't come in by securing that last kill. 13-6. Kirk Attackers strike back after SKT win their first rifle round, and the economy for the CTs is completely ruined. Only pistols. One mag 7 for one Heda. Not necessarily a weapon you see often on Mirage. Definitely not an easy weapon to use in many of the angles you see in this map. And one Heda is making a lot of noise will be heard as well, and will be falling away. Patrick in mid though will be getting one kill with his deagle at least, and that's a pretty decent result, especially considering that his team has nothing to work with. Patrick looking for more in this window position. Shuxon just walking into Mr. Snack there. Misses half of the clip. And the B-bomb side will be somewhat taken by the T's, but one Heda will be here with his mag 7 pumping away. 2v3 situation, but two of these CTs are incredibly low. And the weapon advantage is still in favor of the T's, I would say. Patrick, nice headshot though. And this will leave Hidde in a 1v3. Spotting two players at the same time. Can't really connect the spray from the AK. And it will be the clutch for SKT. As the pistols and the mag 7 actually prove to be pretty powerful in the angles that they find themselves in. Deagle doing good work in mid. And that's how you can lose such a round. Sometimes your confidence can also play against you. And now the Kirk Attackers will have to reconsider. Thereby, no real money left for them. And it's gonna be 5 Tech 9s. We 2015 now, boys. And it's looking like a Tech 9 B rush. If this works out, I'll be amazed. But the Tech 9 in its current state is pretty powerful. We'll be getting the opening as well. One Heda will be getting one back, but his position is rapidly being rust upon, and now it's actually the B side falling. Captain Hidde getting another kill with that Tech 9, and this rush is actually working out. 2 ops in a retake, anything but ideal. And it's looking like this round will be ripped away from SKT. with the pistols. Patrick does get one back, also getting a chance for a second here to the wood, actually giving himself a chance into this one, but I don't think he's aware of the fact that there's a team player behind him. Captain Hidde has some difficulty with the spray, but will be connecting the essential bullets in the end, and it's going to be 14-7, double the score for Kurkentrekkers. Oh no, he dropped frames. Fucking Agerome. Such a useful network. Luca will be opening up on mid with his AWP actually. Has been instrumental for his team in this game. 27 kills for him, and will be adding the 28th. Shuxon will take away his 29th, but it's gonna be a team effort in mid. And only one defender left on this A-bomb side. Mr. Snack running into Con will be the third victim of Luca. And a match point will be secured by the Kurkentrekkers, looking comfortable in this game. Two players definitely delivering in terms of the frags. 29 kills for Luca, 24 for Mika. And the fragging on the other side is definitely not on par. But Patrick will be getting a nice scout kill to open up this round. And Boosted will be tagging down Luca as well. Good start for the CT. Something they need to get back into this game. But Shoxon is ready to deny the dreams of these defending players, as he already trades out the player numbers in a beautiful fashion. Sim walking up into mid, actually gets a dink, almost gets 2 kills with his USPS, doing lots of damage with the minimal weaponry. And now the Kurkentrekkers are in a bit of a pickle. They have a lot of damage on their side. And Mika is basically walking dead as he carries the bomb into this B bomb site, which is practically for the Kurkentrekkers not actually being guarded right now. And that one kill on A might distract the CTs from the fact that this is actually a B take. Mr. Snack in the 1v2 will be spotted by Mika here. Jumping over the van, missing the spray, but Luca will be there to recover the situation. 16-7, another comfortable win for the Kurkentrekkers as they advance further into the bracket. And that's gonna be another quick match for them. Let's have a quick look what this will mean for the bracket. This will mean that the Kurkentrekkers will be playing against the winner of Team Gucci against Perfect Fishes, which the bracket says has happened, but hasn't happened. And the rest of the quarterfinal games are still going on or waiting. So I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do. Let's have a quick chat. The Bono Nobel game. Okay. Then we'll do that. Tuning into a second game here because we still have to wait for the fix on the other games anyway. So we might as well watch some Counter-Strike in the meantime. Playing Inferno here. And this is the other quarterfinal match. So basically a similar setting to the last, except that the map is different and the teams are different. Let's switch the game around. A2, Bonomel in the lead here, and Ira will be getting the first kill here on Banana. And that was a pretty aggressive setup for the CTs there. Have fallen back somewhat, and one of the players involved in that defense is also rotating back to this A ball site. Next top frag is still looking committed to this B bomb site, with 4 players ready in Banana. It's a different game, but it's the opening kill actually for the T's, and that's going to be very useful for them. 1 kill back for that defending CT, but is it going to be enough to facilitate the retake? It's looking like Spaarvarken is wanting to flash through the smoke. Won't end well for him, and the rest of his team wasn't really ready to support such a play anyway. Not necessarily the best play, I would say, but it looks like his specific play is not going to matter in the end anyway, as the rest of his team also falls. 8-3 for the CT side still, but they're out of money. They might be able to light by on some of these players, but it's definitely won't be much. And they'll actually force into this. Very interesting, as Spaarvarken buys an M4, Leedsy buys that MP9, and then the rest of the team essentially ecos. Dubious economy management, but if it works for them, I won't be commenting. Fight side will be opening up the fragging for his team though, so that's not ideal. And Spaarvarken with this 1 M4 will be almost spraying down 2, but will be traded out, and now Leedsy will have to do a lot of work with the MP9. Will be getting the first second as well, dropping the bomb, and he can make it around the corner. Spotting this T player jumping down. Leedsy is holding this A bomb site on his own. Will actually be throwing the AK to his teammate in the library there. Fight side and Trimax will be getting the bomb down, but are in a man disadvantage in this afterland scenario. No kit for the CTs, also no armor on one of these players, so is still an achievable situation. But it's a 1v1 trade for now, but Fight side is putting in a lot of effort. Getting it down to the 1v1. 1 more kill is needed to secure him the round, but it won't be happening. But does KRS actually have the time? He doesn't have a kit. It's going to be a very long defuse, and it's looking like it won't be the case. The 4th round will still be going to Jernak's top frag, even though all players lose their life, as there's simply no time left for this CT to defuse the bomb. And that's always a painful way to lose such a round. You come so close to clutching it out, and then you have to give it up because you didn't invest in a kit. Lots of damage taken there by Trimax. And Dracos is playing a dangerous game, peeking around that corner to throw a nade, but 2 T's were incredibly close. Dracos is lucky to be alive after that close encounter. It's a messy buy for the CTs. Ira does have that op, but he doesn't have any armor to support it. And Dracos and KRS are actually the only players with a rifle in their hands, and they're not on the right bomb side right now. It's going to be a B push from the T's, and these defending players are in a difficult situation. Fight side getting the first. Dracos does trade one back with one of those M4s, but it's going to be convincingly in favor of the T's as they find all the kills on this B bomb side. Leedsy does get the bomb planter though, and since there's only 13 seconds left on this clock, he might be able to deny the round here. 2 kills for him with the scout. And it's gonna be Dagrus getting down the bomb, but by then it's already a 2v2 situation. The Patrick here at Banana, but I don't think his help will be needed just yet. As I say that, Dagrus will be traded out, and Spaarvarken does have the kit this time, also has a flash to at least temporarily take out the Steep player. Taps the bomb once, and he won't be winning the duel as the Patrick runs in, slides in with the AK, and secures the round for his team. It's incredibly close, but close won't get you the round to Counter-Strike. And Bono Mel is completely out of money here. Leedsy actually forcing up into a rifle, even though the rest of the team is playing with just pistols. Not necessarily the best economy management I've ever seen. And it looks like a Jur next top frag is making good use of these pistols. The AK and the MP7 farming those kills, and it will be Leedsy at least getting one back in this retake scenario, but he's still very much locked out of this site. The real Tommel is ready to protect his teammate as the Spaarvarken pushes through the smoke, and Fight side will be the last player to secure a frag. On the T side, 8-6. Your next top frag is actually winning a couple rounds in a row here. Closing out the score. And once again it will be a lot of utility being used towards his banana position, and once again it's Trima or Trimax being punished for him holding that angle. Just to give up a solid chunk of his HP, but does eventually get upper banana control in exchange. Ira is holding this angle with the AWP, and he will be getting that kill. Also falling away, didn't have armor, so one tag would have ruined his shot. But luckily for him, it will be working out, and he will be awarding his team with a man advantage. And that's an advantage that his team desperately needs. Have been losing most of the rounds recently, and an opening kill could definitely help in their efforts in breaking this round streak from Jur next top frag in this very last round of the half. KRS will be an important point of contact here, as he hears that he's running through the smoke, actually spraying, doing a lot of damage. Not securing any kills just yet, but will come definitely close to it, and this will allow Leedsy with his P90 to spray down these pushing T's. And it's Trimax falling last, 9-6. Monomel getting one last round before the half switch, and a 9-6 scoreline on Inferno is still a pretty normal scoreline, I would say, slightly in favor of Bonomel here. But we'll see if they can also make it work on the T side, because it's definitely Jur next top frag that has been winning most of the rounds recently. So we'll see which side will have the favor of momentum. One smoke, one flash for the T's here, as they run towards the B bomb side too. B side defenders holding this side here, and one will be dinked already. Tommel will be getting the first kill from default here, but can he get more from this position? The answer will be no, as Leedsy will be getting both kills with that Tech 9. One kill coming back in, resulting in an equal situation once again. But it's Leedsy looking for more with this Tech 9, doing a lot of damage. The Patrick will be tapping down and eventually will find his kill. And now the CTs have a chance of getting back into this site. These T's are very awkward after the positions. And Ira will be in a 1v3. Will get the first, will be getting the second as well. Looking for the third. But Dagus is too fast and he can hit the shot with the USPS. Clutching the pistol for his team. And defusing the bomb. 9-7. Jurnax top frag, getting that pistol and giving themselves a pretty decent chance of closing the gap between them and their opponents. As Bono Mel, we have to play with less funds in this one, but they will be forcing out 4 Galils actually. Very solid force from them, probably because they got the bomb plant in. The CTs might be surprised by the firepower that these Ts have in their possession. Trimax working together with Ira though will be getting one at least. Also getting the second as KRS only gets one back. And Spaarvarken looking to capitalize from the chaos. Pushing through the smoke near the balcony. Won't be a reward. Yeah. Won't be getting anything from the risk he took there. It's looking like these T's will be taking out one by one as they push this bracket position. The Galils, forced up by the Bonamel side, achieve absolutely nothing. And the tie is coming closer and closer since Bonamel will only have pistols in this round. Actually, DR8 coming in from Leedsy. I don't think Leedsy really believes in ecoing, just forces all the time. Trimax playing his bracket position once again. Pretty solid chunk of damage done before he falls back. Of course, also this silenced M4, less bullets to play with. Needs to be a bit more conservative as the A push will be coming in through short actually. The Patrick is ready, has support from Dagrus as well, and he's mowing down these attacking Ts for now. It's Leedsy with his R8 revolver. Does have full armor to support it, not even just body armor, just full armor. And so we'll be needing some Valorant plays if he wants to secure this round. Leedsy still sneaking around in the apps, trying to find some kind of opportunity back into this round. Might be worth saving the armor for him as well, since I don't think he'll have funds to really buy it in the next. He's holding that first hat, but hitting the shot is too much to ask. We'll eventually get the kill, but the trade is swift, and 9-9 will be the score. Jurnax top frag has actually closed the gap between them and Bonomel as we head into the first buy round. Ira on the op will be facing Fight Side, who has been looking effective on their respective T side. So let's see what this round will bring. Leedsy running in first. So the T's quickly take a second mid and also mid control. CT side not really challenging that just yet. They seem to be more focused on clearing out this banana position, and they will be doing exactly that. Lots of information gained with this map control as the deep smoke will block off the T's for a bit longer. Dagus with his silenced M4 together with Trimax getting 2 kills in the bracket already as the T's don't really use any smokes to make those duels a bit easier. And once again, it's the CT side that starts with a comfortable advantage here. Trimax also through the smoke. And Spaarvarken and KRS will be stuck in this 2v5 situation. Do have the bomb in their possession. Still have some time on the clock, but they barely have any map control to work with. Banana is still being held. The CTs probably know it's just gonna be an A take at some point. And Bonomel will have to force their way through the defense with pure fragging power and won't be doing anything. 2 kills come in for the M4s, and it will be the CT side grabbing the lead. Bonomel will have another force. It's not going to be a buy. Lots of the players don't really have enough funds to actually get their rifles out. Communication regarding buying is not going as smoothly as you would like on this T side, and this results in a situation where they have a very messy buy. All 5 players from Bonomel outside this B bomb site actually pushing away that CT op player here, and they're looking poised to make some kind of B play happen. But if the rotations come in now, they might be motivated to go somewhere else instead. Lots of damage taken. Fight side still holding this angle. Will be getting one on the cross actually. And Bonomel is looking dazed and confused on this B bomb site. Spaarvarken is making sure that no weapons stay behind. And now there's 50 seconds left for the T side to make up their minds. Will it be A or will it be that B bomb site? It's looking like the second option. Actually, really good timing for Drakos there as the CTs were rotating. And he caught them in the middle of it. But we'll be getting 1 kill only. Hunting for more as the bomb goes down. But it will be a 4v4 retake situation. 4 kits available for the CTs. Also, 2 of these T players incredibly low. So if the utility is properly used here for during next top frag, this should be a pretty doable round. Not if you're gonna face KRS just 1 by 1. Fight side with the op peeking in will be getting that first kill, and Drakos will be getting one as well. 1v2 situation for Drakos will be securing the first steps, and now it's Dagros that has to defuse the bomb. Drakos not falling for the fake just yet. There's a massive gap in the smoke, but Dagros is sticking it. The flash coming in. Will the T hit the shots? No, he won't. The flash perfectly timed. And it's the Ninja. As Dagros steals away that round for the Ts. Big yikes for the T there. Can't connect the initial shots, and the flash comes in, preventing the player from really hitting anything more. En ja, Alaku Malaku, waar kijk ik naar? Tommel will be spotting one player in the cubby there, and the utility will be used to flush him out, double nade on the head of KRS, and that's about the most annoying way to start a round, being naded down to oblivion. Will also be Trimax. Just holding down that bracket position. Hasn't been pushed away too effectively at all, basically. A rock for the CT side defense. These T's are for now just pushing 1 by 1. Spaarvarken will be getting 1 kill back. So that's something at least, but the Trimax is not faced by these kills at all. Easy kills for him with the op. 3 kills secured already, and Dagros is holding this balcony angle 12-9. And it's looking like Jurnex top frag is running away with this game. Bonomel is looking a bit disintegrated. Pushing 1 by 1, looking for fights. And if you don't win the fights, there won't be any teammates to back you up. We'll have rivals in this round, but they will be picked away by Trimax already confident with the op. And he's being very effective with it. In the meantime, some T's were pushing into B. Tommel having some difficulty pushing them away, but lots of damage being taken by this T push already. Smoke will be whiffed. The Trema is there, and this nade might be doing the job just fine. Actually, surviving T player there as he dodges the high explosive, and it will be a B take. Lots of smokes lying around all across this bomb site, and will be Trimax through the smoke, leaving KRS in a 1v4 situation. Does have full health, but has no utility to help him out. Also, his position is known by the looks of that nade. Will be getting a nice first headshot. Looking for more double op setup here. Definitely not easy angles to play. Almost a double spray down, and KRS is giving himself a pretty decent shot here. As he only needs to find 2 more kills. Can't really connect the taps on the last, but definitely a noble attempt for KRS there. And 39 will be the scoreline. Ira with the op once again, but it's not gonna be a full setup for the rest of his team. Basically no utility. Sparvark is still standing in spawn looking what to buy. A P90 will be the eventual choice. And this is a very weak buy from the T's. I'd like to see a bit more utility. And Trimax is just having a whale of a time. Supremely confident, not missing anything. And Bonomel is not really getting past him at this moment. Sparvark looking to tap away this angle. Does eventually scare away the defending CT there, but the Patrick will be getting all the kills with his rifle. As he eliminates these T's one by one, dropping the bomb in mid. Drakos does come in to at least challenge it for now, but the Patrick is holding that position and he's not letting anyone through. 4 kills for him with the AUG. And 14-9 will be the scoreline. Another messy buy for the T's. And it will be another opening kill for Trimax. Not him missing anything right now. And this is going pretty poorly for the T's right now. Also fight side contributing with that up as Leedsy just walks into his angle. And now it's a 2-man disadvantage. KRS does get one back with the Galil. Is heavily tagged in the process though. And doesn't really have the space to work with, as he also doesn't really take the map control associated with the kill. 2 A-side defenders with 2 players still on B. Not necessarily a conventional setup, but it might work out for the CT side here. But Sparvark is looking for anti. Will be getting a nice tap on long there. Looking for a second as well, but Dragos just jumps down, almost getting the spray transfer. Getting 1 kill before he dies at least. And now it's Ira in a 1v2, but will be caught in the transition. 59. And Jernak's top frag is only 1 round away of grabbing this win. Lots of utility being used in Banana once again. Very effective protocol for the CTs here. And a nice flick for Fightside there. Getting Ira out of the round in these initial seconds. And that's another round where Bonomel's just starting with a man disadvantage, even though they haven't really had a chance to even trade one out. These ops have been terribly effective in getting clean openings. And we've seen no real answers from Bonamel just yet. The A-bomb site is looking like the target for this attack. One last chance for the Bonamel side. If they fail, they're gonna be done for tonight. And these tries are convincingly going to the CT side. It's gonna be Dracos in a 1v3. Won't make it happen. 69. And it's gonna be the German, I assume they're German, since their name is Jernak's top frag, side. And it's gonna be grabbing the win. And they will be advancing to the semis as well. Let's have a quick look how the bracket is progressing at the moment. So it's Pufferfish versus Team Gucci, which is being played somewhere else right now. So the result of that will come in soon. And during next top frag, we'll be playing the winner of Borcube versus Postmortem. And the other semi will be the winner of Pufferfish versus Team Gucci against the Kurkentrekkers. But we're not there yet. We're going to take a quick 15-minute break, I think, before we head into the next match. And then we'll be continuing with the semis. Okay, we're actually getting a bracket. Wait 1 second. No, the bracket is broken. Faceit is not having a great time tonight. Yeah, so it will be Journex top frag playing against either Borcube or Postmortem. And then the Kurkentrekkers playing against the winner of Pufferfishes versus Team Gucci. For now, a quick break, 15 minutes, and they'll be back hopefully with a semi-final. I think it's gonna be Pufferfish against Kurkentrekkers, since the Pufferfish game is already happening, I think. And then we'll be heading into that last semi. So see you in a bit, and for some more CS in this Northern Lions Quarantine Games Cup. We'll be back in a bit. Oops.
I can't stop these feelings taking over me.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're back with the semis in the Northern Lions Quarantine Cup. We've had a couple matches already, and now two of our teams that we've been watching are facing off. It's the Pufferfishes against the Kurkentrekkers, who have just won their last match. It wasn't my intention to follow all the matches of the Kurkentrekkers, it's just that they've been working. So yeah, that's about it. I think we can head into the match soon, TM. Yes, starting. We just saw the last bit of the other quarterfinal match, which was the Journex top frag against the players from, I forgot the name already, I'm so dumb. Impressively dumb. Bono Mail. Sorry, Bono Mail, no hard feelings. And that was done relatively quickly after a pretty, a couple of impressive rounds from Journex top frag. So I think they make a solid chance in their semi, which will be against the players from Postmortem. But for now, or not yet, but we'll see. For now, we're heading into this other semi-final, which is starting soon, TM. I hope. Yeah. Pufferfishes fixed the bracket by just winning. Thank you, Pufferfishes. Absolute team players. Absolute team players. They're still voting on the map, so we'll need some more time, hope. But at least we can look at the veto whilst that's taking place. Of course, the Kurkentrekkers seem to be in form. Especially Luca and Mika have been fragging hard these past games. So I think it can be an interesting matchup against the Pufferfishes, which seem to be, if we just look at the Faceit ranks, which can be a bit deceiving, which seems to be the highest ranked team in this entire bracket. So So that Vertigo, Nuke, and Dust 2 are being banned. I can't really see who's banning them because I'm not in the client there, but it will be either Cash or Inferno. Is Cash in the map pool? Very interesting. And it will be Cash. We're playing Cash. We're playing a map that's not even in the official map pool. Interesting times here during this Quarantine Cup. But Cash is an absolute classic. As I'm currently joining the GoTV. I haven't watched Cash in a while. This is going to be interesting. I assume I still know the callouts because I used to be my favorite map, but it's not in the official rotation, so you don't see it coming around as often as it would. It used to be a very common map for a while. It used to be a Dust 2 replacement. Eventually got moved away because it was getting quite stale and hard to play, which I definitely agreed with. I don't know what I really feel about the changes. It's a lot greener now. It's a lot harder to see people, but I haven't really played the map all that much, to be fair, so I can't really comment. We're still waiting for these players to join the server. Switching to the stream real quick. I'm sorry if there's any lags, by the way. I'm currently stuck on my university campus because I live there. And the only internet I have is EduRoam, which isn't very reliable. And we're heading into the knife round here. We haven't really seen any knives yet, but I don't think it really matters that much on Cash. Classically, Cash has been T-sided actually, for most of its map history. But we'll see. I haven't really looked at any. I don't think there's much competitive data about the new edition of the map. Some changes have been made, of course. There's this window in mid now, so mid is a bit easier to hold for the CTs. And the sights have changed a bit. So we'll see in what way that will impact the gameplay here. It will be the knife round over. We'll see what the winning team will pick. I think the Pufferfish is actually won this. Please behave, people in the chat. Even no chat in. Oh, why isn't it working? Oh, because it's only it's this command. I tried. Anyway, we'll be heading into the pistol. It will be the Kurkentrekkers on the T side and the Pufferfishes on the CT side. 2 kits and dualies invested there by Ruti. But the T-push will go to these A-bomb sites. Zephyr ready with his USPS, spotting these players coming for him, and Ruti is in a very difficult position there. Only can't get anything. Zephyr does get 1 before the site is overwhelmed, but it will be a retake scenario for these CT players. 1 kill at least secure to gain some kind of entry into this site. Stefan will spot the boost there behind the quad. And these kills are flowing in as these last T's are stuck behind the claw position, actually getting pretty decent kills. I wasn't expecting this to happen, and now Niels has to recover the situation with his P2000. Still has the kit, but Captain Hayden is playing it perfectly. Ring around the Rosie, and the Doolies will finish the round 1-0. Kurkentrekkers getting off to a good start by securing the pistol. Pretty noble attempt from the Pufferfishers there to get a retake in, but it won't work out for them in the end. And now it's a messy force buy for the CT side. It is gonna be full armor, also some pistols, some random SMGs, and it's Woiruti playing very close to the smoke. Coffee walking into him, but it's gonna be Woiruti actually getting the kill. Second kill also coming in, and now it's just these 3 Mac-10s in a 43 scenario. Shotgun missing the first shots, and that will be the end of that CT player. And these kills are pretty equal thus far, but will be Shoxon and Captain Hede closing out the round with their Mac-10s, and the pistols and the force from Pufferfish do a lot of damage. But in the end, Kurkentrekkers managed to pull it over the line, get their second follow-up, and now they have a solid chance of getting the third as well, because there's no money left for the CT side. Luca just running through with Mac-10, drive-buying the defending Niels. And this B-bomb site is practically for the taking. No real defense there, and the remaining CTs are making a run for it, hoping to find some T's out of position. But Stefan is gonna be late to the party, as these angles are already being held. Lots of damage done with that high explosive grenade, and it's looking like this will be a cleanup for the T side. Shoxon getting another, and now it's just Woiruti and a sneaky hen in heaven. Not really getting anything done. Only one ding coming in as the only real significant damage being dealt there. And now the real test will come through the buy round for the Pufferfishes. Can the Kurkentrekkers continue their winning streak early on? And can they convert the first buy round as well? Pufferfishes do have 2 kits, not that much utility. But Stefan will be very aggressive. Luca will have to play around this, does check this window at least. And this blue spot has been a popular angle for the SG even before it was overpowered, or it was considered overpowered, because it has been the game basically in the same state for a while. And with that, it's looking like this is going to be an A split. Stefan pushing will be called off, and this will also leave the mid position completely open. Luca running in, spotting 3 CTs, but he's having difficulty actually getting the kills. Never mind, he doesn't. 2 kills for Luca, and that's the man advantage for the T's. Niels does get one back, but the bomb is already transitioning to this B bomb site instead. But will these T's make it before the defense is properly set up? I am not quite sure. Niels does get one chance at a shot, doesn't manage to capitalize off it, and will be only getting that kill on the second. Does secure the bomb in the process, and will be finishing off the round with 2 kills. 3 kills for Niels on the op, and that's a nice play from him, quickly transitioning to the B bomb site, realizing that the T's weren't going for the A side anymore, and getting those flicks. Even though the win is there for the Pufferfishes, the buy is going to be suboptimal. 1 player on a FAMAS, as the funds simply weren't there for him to invest. Kurkentrekkers on the other side, also playing with 1 Galil. It seems like the Kurkentrekkers are preparing to stage some kind of A attack. 4 players in main, 3 players in main actually, 1 in the door. And Captain Hidden is transitioning from mid now as the smokes come in. Luca with these SG heading in first, but Mika will fall to into the hands of the defending CTs. Wuyruti still very much alive and he's holding the side. 4 kills for him. Looking for the ace. Won't be getting it as Captain Hida denies him that opportunity. But Sneaky Hen jumps through the smoke with his FAMAS, getting the last 2-3. And Pufferfishes also managed to convert the second buy round of this game, leaving the Kirk Attackers without any real funds to play with. Only pistols for them, 1 smoke for Coffee, but that's gonna be it. So it's looking all but likely that the tie will be coming in. It's looking all but unlikely, but let's never mind. English. Niels being forced back to the side of this op, actually getting a double. Will be traded out in the end, but we'll be getting the style points anyway. And Sneaky Hen is on side to recover the situation. Coffee Patty with 7 HP. Wrong player. Sneaky. As Coffee is basically irrelevant to this round now. Is in mid. Might be able to sneak through the vent and get a kill there on a unexpected CT. Wuyruti is looking ready to be exactly that, but spots the shadow before Coffee can do anything, and that will be the 3-3 round score. The Pufferfishes have come back against the early lead of the Kirk Attackers. Main push there from Wuyruti. Won't be faced just yet, but we'll be getting the information that one main was at least empty when he checked it. This is the right thing to see, because instead the Kirk Attackers are placing their attention on mid now. Luca will be getting the first as Sneaky Hen tries to peek mid. 1v1 trade will also favor the T side here, as the CTs try to retake some control of that mid position. Not really working out in their favor, and now the T's have and mid control and a man advantage. Plenty of tools to work with to look for another round on their side. Zephyr is waiting on Toxic here, getting the first, also looking for the second. Zephyr is being very effective, leaving just Coffee in this 1v2. His position is known, does spot the player on the transition, but can't get the kill just yet, and it will be Wuyruti getting him instead. 4-3, Pufferfishes managed to recover a situation that was looking quite dicey on their side. And they have in the process also set back the Kirk Attackers. Quick rush towards this B-bomb site. Tech 9s for most of the players here on the T side, but Niels with the op is already getting 1 more flicks for him. Doesn't get a third, but the support has come in at that point, and it's Stefan cleaning up the mess. The remaining 3 kills go to Stefan's AK, and that's Pufferfish is having no difficulty whatsoever with that B-rush, getting their 5th on the CT side. And Kirk Attackers back to the starting blocks, do have AKs once again. Niels very aggressive with this M4, might actually be spotted, but still wins the duel anyway on the other side of the map. Also this kill for Wuyruti, and Niels isn't done just yet, keeps pushing. It's not the rational choice to make, but since the CTs are holding on just fine, it might be worth it for him. Coffee holding the back of main. Shaxon also ready to catch any CTs, willing to push into the back of the T's here, but the Pufferfish are just waiting. They're just holding the positions they have in that team's T-spawn area. And it's the CT side that can control this round on their own. Actually, Niels losing the patience and now giving up his position will weaken this B bomb site defense quite a bit, and Sneaky Hen will have to get this kill. Definitely necessary, and will be securing that frag for him. And now the bomb will be spotted, but there's only 26 seconds left. And the Kurkentrekkers are in deep trouble. They still have to recover the bomb and make it to one of the bomb sites. And be sure that no CTs will be waiting for them there, and it's not gonna happen. 10 seconds, there simply isn't any time, and Stefan is playing in a very sneaky off angle. 6-3 pufferfishes, looking deadly in this game thus far. And the Kurkentrekkers need to find a way to counter their plays. Most of the Kurkentrekkers towards this B bomb site now. Niels holding this checkers angle will be surprised by Coffee at first. Does manage to fall back into the close copy, actually getting a kill in the process as well, but Captain Hayden is there with the trade, and Sneaky Hen on the side won't be getting anything as well. Man advantage for the Kurkentrekkers as they head into this afterplan, but Captain Hayden won't be expecting the advanced Stefan. And now it's a difficult retake scenario. Stefan actually getting the flick, Shakson completely whiffing that spray. And now things are looking difficult for the T's as the TTs come running in. And that's a disturbingly clean retake from the pufferfishes. Chaos on the T side, as they can't really get their comp straight and manage to hold their side. Sneaky in, mildly confused about the situation. Still very aggressive here in mid, spots all of the T's. 3 kills for him with the silenced M4 switching through the smoke. Doesn't get more than 3, but the damage has already been done. Amazing play from Stefan there, and Luca will be fragging some kills back, but is heavily tagged in the process. 3 HP on Shakson, 16 HP on Luca. And they've become easy targets for these rifles or the flames. The bomb is stuck in mid. Luca has 16 HP to make something work. Does have the SG. Also probably has some awareness of the positions, but the Wheelity is ready. Has the AWP. Has the angle. And will be taking the shot. 8-3. Only pistols for the Kurkentrekkers. So desperate times for them. Haven't really gone close to winning in recent rounds, and this might be the answer. A switch of pace, just running into the A bomb side, but Wheelity is ready, and Sapphire is also there to support. Wheelity even switching to the pistol will get another, but the trade will come in the end. Bomb going down, but Niels coming to main, already in a favorable position as he takes out Mika, and now it's just hit it left on site, sprayed down by Sneaky Hen. And the 9th will be the reality Kurkentrekkers have to be playing against. Stefan once again in this off angle has proved to be effective in one round at least, but can he make it work again? Niels definitely can, as he's once again just ravaging in mid. 1 kill for him, can even fall back. No real challenge, as no other T player is ready to even swinging for the trade. Moiruti holding main. Will be flashed off, but the flash won't hit anything. And this second kill will also go to the CTs. Kurkentrackers having great difficulty getting into sights, and Moiruti is just holding down this A-bomb site on his own, spraying wildly through the smoke. And Captain Hidde and Mika, our last player standing, do have the bomb in their possession, and they're currently making a run for the B bomb site. But I think these CT players already have some kind of suspicion that the B bomb site might be the target for this round. Sneaky Hen playing headshot, has support from Heaven, and Sneaky Hen will be getting the taps here as Captain Hidde already falls. Niels Bay coming in from mid, getting the last as well. 10-3 double digits for the pufferfishes, and their economy is just absolutely exploding right now. 3 players above 10k. Stefan is not doing as great, but the rest of his team can definitely help. And this is looking like a dominant half thus far for the pufferfishes. Niels playing at the back of the smoke, sees Coffee running through, and this has scared away the rest of the T team as well. They're just being mowed down behind this smoke. 1 kill will come back for Luca, but that's gonna be it for him as well, as they just run through the smoke to their deaths. Niels playing an absolute monster game with this AK. And the Shotgun will be getting one back, at least eliminating Niels. But that's also gonna be his contribution to that round. Another to the total of the pufferfishes. 11 already as we're heading into the last of the half. The buy from Kurkentrackers isn't great, and if the previous record in this half is going to be anything to go off of, we're heading into a 12-3 scoreline potentially, and that would be dramatic for the Kurkentrackers. They would need a strong CT side. Moiruti is ready with his op, holding this A bomb site, and the T's are running in, using this utility to give themselves some spades to run around. But Moiruti is not being challenged at all. He's having a great time, but 3 kills fly in as I speak. And suddenly the situation is looking a lot more doable for the T's right now. Sneaky Hen, Niels Bay. Niels Bay has been confident on mid, effective on B. Can he also make his skills work on this A bomb site? This time holding the op, not the rifle. We've been seeing him actually switching to the deagle as he enters the site. Shaxon holding this close angle as Niels will be getting a 1, but will be heavily tagged. And now has time working against him. Has to reach the site, defuse this bomb, but Shaxon is waiting. Will get the kill. 11-4. The Kurkentrackers at least get 1 more round as this half comes to a close. But it's gonna be a monster half for them if they make this comeback work on their CT side. Quick rush towards the B bomb site for the pufferfishes here. 1 player in mid also there to hold the rotations, and that's a 1v1 trade into this B bomb site. Niels just running through with the Tech 9, getting 1 more, but will be denied in the end. 3v3 situation. Captain Hidde eventually finding the kill there in the retake, and now it's a man advantage for the CTs actually, and they are in advanced positions here. As Moiruti on site falls, there's deep trouble for Stefan. The bomb isn't necessarily in too good of a position for him. Can peek out into checkers, of course, here, and will actually spray down these CTs. Will be getting another kill as well, and now it's very hard for Coffee. Doesn't have the kit, so needs this kill quickly, and time is simply running out. I was saying that the bomb wasn't planted favorably for the T there. But in the end, the damage can be done as The CT simply can't defend each other well enough. Coffee does eventually get the kill, but the bomb explodes. And the pistol will be going to the pufferfishes instead. For rifles, MP7. Quite a heavy investment into that second anti-force buy / anti-eagle round, and they might be needing it as Jackson has already presented a free kill. Niels getting a little confident, pushing through the smoke, and is punished for it. And now the rest of the team will have to recover. 1v1 trade from the A bomb side won't help matters as well, but at least there's one kill back in mid. And these 3 T players will be marching to the A bomb side through highway. One player here on site is gonna be Coffee. Does have to be 50. Sees the player jumping over his head, gets one before he's traded out, and now the bomb will be planted. 2v2 retake scenario. Wiruti and Sapphire against Shakson and Mika, and Shakson will be eliminating Wiruti in his transition to main. And now it's just Sapphire stuck behind quad. Can't get any kills from that position. And the bomb will be defused. Gurkentrackers actually strike back in their force and take revenge for the pistol, which they lost in a very unfortunate manner. And to take their total round score to 5 against the 12 from the pufferfishes. Another force, Stefan actually with the Nova, as the rest of his team seems to favor the Tech 9s and the Mac 10. Shaxon might be a point of contact here, will be dunked, but randomly spraying through the smoke, will be getting 2 kills. Captain Hede also there to support his team, and this force is not really achieving anything just yet for the T's. Only Wiruti left with this Tech 9 already tagged down to 60 HP. As Captain Hede is trying his best to do some KZ in mid. Wiruti will be getting one on Captain Hede, probably attempting a jump, but will be eliminated before he can really escape. Giving another round to the CT side. Definitely rounds that they need and are getting another chance, because these T players have nothing to work with in this round. Some Glocks. The Eagle P250, but that's about it. Would cry a miracle or a massive mistake from the CT side if this round results in anything. Niels definitely doing his best with this Deagle, trying to create some space. Will actually be stealing an AK as well, and he might be sneaking past the defending CT here. The bomb has been secured though at this point, so that might not be the most critical situation, and Mika will eventually even realize that he's being flanked by dropping down. Last kill for the CTs, 12-7, and the gap that existed between these two teams at the beginning of this half has been closed by a decent degree, but a real test will come in once again. Pufferfish is on the bye. Niels spamming through the smoke will be then getting a dink in return. Not a trade you want to make as an attacking player. But the situation he will have to deal with, Stefan actually very aggressively looking for an opening, hoping to find someone behind his forklift position. But for now it's not really working out for him just yet. Coffee whiffing the nade. The hitbox of the truck has slightly changed and he's being well punished for it. Luca is holding down this angle with the AUG. Captain Hede also chiming in, and now it's just Wiruti with Stefan. Holm have to make this work, but Captain Hidde is holding the heaven angle. Very hard angle to clear if you don't have util. And 2 kills will be going in his favor. 12-8. And the Kurkentrackers is actually making a comeback work on their CT side. Pufferfishes once again completely out of funds. And it's just pistols. 3 Deagles, 2 P250s. Have secured mid control, mostly because it was given to them. But the CTs are ready at the edges of mid to stop them from really entering other parts of the map. Captain Hidde flashing into mid has some difficulty with finding the player, does eventually get the kill. Also spots the other T player on the roof there. But, it's Jackson on site who will be doing most of the work for his team. Getting both, and Niels will be tagged down by the Heaven player. Only 3 HP left on him, and Niels might be the top scorer of the server thus far, but with 3 HP he's probably not getting all that far. Coffee taking that last frag, and Kurkentrackers is coming pretty close to that essential double-digit mark, and a pause will come in, and they hopefully realize that you have to. Yes, okay, they do realize. Nice. It's always an easy A. You have to use exclamation mark pause, and in Faceit you have to vote in the menu. And it's a tactical pause. Well, not really. And we've seen that both of these teams are extremely dominant on their CT side, which might be telling for the fact that the newer changes on the map might be either favoring the CTs or that the map is more similar for the CT side than it is for the T side, so it's easier to play from like old cache knowledge. I don't know. But we're definitely heading into this buy round once again. Both teams with a really solid buy. We haven't seen this in a while, so it will be interesting where this will take us. Niels in checkers, hoping it does something for his team. It will be Steven instead on the A bomb side with that AK. Wiruti also looking toward his door position, and Hidde might be his victim. Shot will be missed, but only barely. Now it's a man advantage for the T's, and they still have a lot of map control to work with. Niels doesn't know it, but is looking at an empty B bomb site, and Jackson will be rotating through mid. Not something Niels was expecting, but it will grant him a frag. Luca actually holding site here. Will be facing 2 T's, and it's a bit of a disintegrated approach here for the T's. They have a man advantage, but they're just choosing to split up instead, which basically voids the advantage you have. Stefan pushing through B will definitely be hearing Mika here, and will be getting that kill as well. And there's one player in vents, and one player on the truck position. Luca on the boxes here. The new position will be getting the first. Doesn't get the second as Wiruti is too quick. But now it's Jackson in the 1v2. Looking for answers, but he won't be getting any. It's the T's actually getting around after a losing streak of quite a couple of rounds. So Kirk attackers has to put their focus back on, get back on track, and continue this streak. If they win now, the economy from the perfect vision will be hurt, especially if the round will be close. So there's a lot on the line, but Niels will be opening it up for them. His team has been incredibly effective in securing frags, and Zephyr is also in mid here. Will be not taking that mid frag. It looked ready for him, but it will be taken by Niels anyway, as Shuxen decides to push in. Coffee is ready to deny Niels from actually entering the site, but by then it's already a 3v3. Two players from the T's heading into this A bomb site position. And Coffee's actually playing a very nice angle here, one of the new angles on this map, and it turns out to be quite hard to clear, as the smokes to block it haven't been designed yet. Sneaky Hen is all that's left of the 3 terrorists here at the start of the game, and he won't be getting the frag to random access to that B bomb site. 13-10, Kirk attackers do strike back after that rifle round win for the puffer fishes, but they still have some funds left. Can force out the op for Vuruti, but 2 of the players will have to sacrifice a rifle and instead play with the SMGs. And since all of the Kirk attackers have head armor here, these weapons will be dealing significantly less damage. Stefan looking to open things up with his Mac 10, of course not the ideal weapon for that engagement. And will also be falling away when the initial bullets come flying in. Captain hit it, getting an essential kill mid, actually securing that man advantage. Vuruti is looking ready to trade him out. Will do exactly that, and now things are equal again, but mid control has been taken by the T side. It's a Sneaky Hen opening the door, leaving the suggestion that there's someone on A, but the B bomb site is the actual target of this attack. Niels getting the second entry after Vuruti had already opened things up, and looking for more. Niels also getting that kill, and that's his 30th in the game. Vuruti and Niels both nearly on 30 kills. And it's still quite a close game, interesting times. Look at this scoreboard. It's 30-30, 17, 4-7. Sneaky Hen and Sever are not having the greatest of times. And Vuruti and Niels are having to carry hard to get this team over the line. Vuruti also getting his 30th in the round. 60 kills for the top 2 players combined. Buy rounds for both teams once again. Stefan this time hunting for entries and will be getting exactly that. Captain Hide from the Vento will be trading it out, has some difficulty actually securing the frag, and will be the victim of Zephyr in mid. And now this is a man advantage, and not just a man advantage, also 2 kills falling in critical places. Mid is a difficult position to hold. It can be very annoying to play, but it's also an important position, since no control will deny a lot of information for the T's, and that lack of information can be used to just sneak into a bomb site. For example, Vuruti getting the P250 kill actually as he plants the bomb, and now it's just Coffee peeking into mid. Sneaky Hen is having some difficulties with this duel, but it's a 1v4 anyway, and it's looking like Pufferfishes will be securing that match point as the bomb ticks down. And the Kurkentrackers will have to win 5 rounds in a row to force overtime and to have another chance of winning in this match. (15-10) as the bomb explodes, and there's not much to work with on the Kurkentracker side. They're with their backs against the wall, but they don't have the funds to arm themselves. Luca will be on the gaff, Captain Hidden on the Max 7, and Coffee on that FAMAS. It's really not what you want to see when you're facing a match point, and Niels just running out and finding an entry is also not on the list of things you want to be seeing as a CT. Trade does eventually come in, but by then the mid position has completely fallen, and I'm not quite sure to what extent the CTs are aware of this. It's Luca actually completely facing the wrong direction, and it's a 1v1 trade actually, because the T's are a bit hesitant to enter the site. Eventually the quad player will fall, and Stefan is putting in his best effort, but it will be a 1v2 for Mika. Does have the util, does have a kit. Voiruti is incredibly low, holding this toxic angle. Almost killed by the nade. Missing the shot actually, and things are getting mildly interesting, but it will be the ALP frag to finish off the game. 16-10. It's the Pufferfishes that will be heading to the finals of this Quarantine Cup. And that was an exciting game. Pretty impressive comeback from the Kurkentrackers there. I think they can be pretty happy with their results in this competition. And now we'll be looking how Pufferfishes can compete in the finals, which will be happening soon as well. Let's have a look at the bracket. That match is still ongoing, but that should be almost done. I don't think it's worth looking at that. This match has been going for 42 minutes. I don't know what the score is. I can have a quick look. Actually, I can't have a quick look because it's hidden. Okay. Let's see if the game is still going on by the time I'm in the Go TV. Five-minute break. Okay. And we'll be taking a quick 5-minute break. After this, it's gonna be the finals from the Pufferfishes against the winner of Postmortem versus Get Jurnak Top Frag. I don't know who actually won that game. Let's have a quick look. Oh, it's still going on. Let's watch that. Let's just watch this. Stream. It's actually pretty exciting on Inferno, as Jurnak's top frag is currently leading, but only by 2 rounds. It's looking likely that this will be a 3-round lead in a bit. And it will definitely be. So Jurnak's top frag is actually coming pretty close to that finals. Judging from the money on the side of the CT side, they have been on a pretty long win streak, and the graph actually confirms this. 5 rounds in a row for the CTs. So Postmortem is having some difficulty in this second half for them. Excomillion. Looking to find some entries to that smoke. Spamming, hoping that one of his bullets will hit. But unfortunately for him, he won't be this lucky. Dagus, the CT actually getting that opening kill from the awkward position near balcony. And he's looking to get more as the T's are slowly streaming into this A position. A brackets. Do have the smokes. Do have the util as well. But the Trimax is here, and Trimax has been incredibly effective on this position. This time without his trusty AWP. But he does wield that as SG. It's gonna be a short push. Drago's first point of contact, playing around the fire, almost dying in the flames actually, but survives with 2 HP. And now it's just 2 players left. It's gonna be Excomillion not having his AWP out, still getting the frag with the Glock. But will be intercepted before he can really get to the B-bomb site. And then Dagos will be getting the 14th round for your next top frag. They're getting ready for the finals, as they have a pretty solid chance of actually securing match point here. Post-mortem will have a buy, but only 2 smokes. It's gonna be very aim-heavy play. No real opportunities for executes. And on a map as Inferno, that's gonna be extremely limited in terms of the availability you have in the playbook. Lots of damage done with that nade. Dagru's also just tagging in with another headshot, looking for these T's as they walk through the smoke, and it's a massacre. It's a massacre on the A-bomb site, and it's just gonna be Vilema. AK in hand. Flash smoke. But in a 1v4 with 18 HP. Difficult times. The Patrick will be actually getting that last kill. 15-10. Jurnax top frag. Only 1 round away from heading to the finals of this cup. And it will be a force for Postmortem to challenge that. 3 Mac 10s, a Galil, a Scout. It's all a bit sad, it's all a bit budget. As they're playing against what's essentially a perfect full buy. But of course, you can always make weapons work if it's really necessary. But if those kind of kills start coming in, you might need to start doubting yourself, because the AWP shot through a wall. And now Vilema will have to be hunting for entries. Will be getting the headshot, actually doing a lot of damage on the second player as well. Trimax can get 1 before he's taken out, but these SMGs did actually make their way into this B-bomb site. Bomb sadly can't get planted, and it will drop the C4 in a very awkward position. Excomillion advanced in the palace, but these players are incredibly low. And with these Mac 10s, it's gonna be difficult to play with. 1v1 trade. We'll leave Vilema in this clutch situation. Does have vision on the bomb. Can play around the smoke, but if the smoke fades, his position is significantly more difficult to hold. We'll be getting the first actually, but the trade is there. It's the AWP from fight side. 16-10. Your next top frag will be heading to the finals. And Postmortem will be heading to the other match, which will be determining the 3/4th place. It's exciting times. We're gonna take a quick break now, as we are giving these teams some time to get into the server for the finals. And then we'll be back with the finals of the Northern Lions Quarantine Games Cup. Hopefully we'll see you there. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
Twice round, you come round to me. Bound to be bad for me. Bad for each other. Keep making your mess.
Guten Abend, liebe Damen und Herren, und willkommen zurück at the finals. of the Northern Lions Quarantine Games. And we'll be seeing a German team take it up against a Dutch team. It's the Pufferfish against Jern next top frag. And I'm excited to get into this. I hope it's going to be an exciting game. Pufferfishes looked quite solid in their last. Jern next top frag has been looking solid for all the games we've watched of them. So dieser Chat ist jetzt Nederland. Wir können das auch auf Deutsch machen. Vielleicht. Ich kann das versuchen. Aber Deutsch sprechen ist schon schwierig genug. Und Deutsch casten ist, ja... Ich glaube nicht, dass ich das machen kann, aber... Okay, we're looking at the map picks right now. Currently, it's either Mirage, Overpass, or Inferno. It's either Overpass or Inferno. I hope it's going to be Overpass. Overpass is a good map. Please, just take the exciting pick, guys. And it's going to be Inferno. Sad boy hours. Tragic. Quickly joining that GoTV, and then we can head into this game. On Inferno, 2 maps. A map we've seen the Jur next talents, next top frag play a lot. They've won both of their games, obviously. They've won them quite convincingly. So let's see what the Pufferfishes can do against them. Everyone is in the chat. German or Dutch. The classic, absolute classic duel. But this time online. And this time in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I would say I'm biased here, but like I'm basically from Germany anyway, because I live like I live in Utrecht right now, but I used to live really close to the border. The players are quickly joining the servers. We're getting ready to head into this. The winner will be getting a boot camp, apparently. I've been told. And the second place will be getting mouse pads, I think. Maybe somebody can confirm that for me, but from judging from what the players have been saying, which is not a reliable source, those are the prizes. At the same time, there's also a match being played between the Kirk Attackers and Postmortem for the third place, which will also be getting a prize. So sadly, we can't watch that, but that's also happening. As we're heading into this knife round on Inferno, of course. Quite important. Definitely helps if you start on the CT side. They're stabbing each other, and it will be the CT side winning the knife, meaning that the GR next top frag can pick whatever side they want to play on, which in all likelihood is gonna be CT side. They've already made the pact with both teams. They're trying their best to lose. And it will be the CT side pick for the German side. And this also means that we're heading into the pistol. Full armor for the CT's no utility being invested. Same can be said for Pufferfishes basically. Except for that Niels will be opting for that Tech 9 over his regular Glock. And for now it's looking like a focus on the A-bomb side. Niels quite quick to take control of mid here with this Tech 9 already scaring away some of the CT defense there. And the T's are making a lot of noise on this A-bomb side. I think they're trying to fake, otherwise it wouldn't make a lot of sense. But I don't think the fake was very convincing. Actually, I think the CT's got some information that this might be a B push, because they're getting ready to rotate. One kill will come in for the T's, but the Tommel is still on site. Tapping away one, being rushed down by double T's, but gets one more before he is eliminated. Still solid plays from him, but still an equal situation as the CTs head into the after plant. Niels holding ruins with the Stack 9. A very nice weapon to use at these ranges. But it will be, for now, trades in favor of the T's. It's a 1v1 in the end, but it's Wojruti. Definitely one of the star performers in the last game for Pufferfishes. Closing the pistol out and starting off the game nicely. Guys, let's be nice to each other. As it's actually a CT push, but these pistols do a lot of damage. These T's are in trouble. 1v1 trade, of course, favors the pistols here, but they have given up the bomb site in the process. And with the bomb being planted. On the A-bomb side, I still think this is going to be a round win for the Pufferfishes. It might be worth it for the CTs to try to save, unless they can get a quick kill here, which they will eventually get. Trade, and Hen is playing a very awkward angle there. Still a 2v2, as Fight Side has actually secured a rifle. 1v1, this round is incredibly close for just pistol, but once again, it's Wojruti closing out the round in his team's favor, but it's definitely not what you would call comfortable. And it's 2-0. Ooh, nice. 50-50 vote. I love democracy. Full buy round. First real buy round of the game. As Jurnex Topfrag has managed to get some utility out. Also 3 kits. Definitely important on Inferno, a map where retaking is quite common. Pufferfishes have expended most of their utility already, and Trimac has been the anchor on this bracket position. 2 kills for him again, can even fall back, and that makes his position definitely worth it. Niels doesn't spot the player through the fountain just yet, gets a chance for a second there, but switches away from his weapon, and it's awkward trades for now. 1 player left on A. That's gonna be Patrick on this side position, spraying down one of these, not getting the second, and we're back to a 1v1. This time it's Sneaky Hen against Fight Side. Hen playing the common box position and getting a beautiful tab. It's 3-0. The pufferfishes, they keep coming close to defeat, but have been winning these 1v1s and thus have been winning these rounds 3-0. And now it's just pistols for the Germans. One set of armor. A Zeus, 2 flashes, but that's gonna be it. We've seen them be extremely effective with the pistols, but this time it won't work out for them. They're cleaned up easily by the Mac-10 and a rifle. And now the bomb can go down on this A-bomb site without there being much of a chance for these remaining cities, I think. Weyruti is already hunting, no real need for him to hunt here. Might even fall victim to Fight Side if he's not careful. Will do exactly that, and now Fight Side actually has a chance to save this rifle. Is already being flanked, but will be getting the headshot anyway. What was that? 2 kills for him, and the T's are aggressively hunting, and that's why you don't hunt with AKs when you know the opponent only has pistols. It's probably gonna be the kill for the T's anyway, but Fight Side is holding this angle, and this round is turning out to be extremely costly before the AK actually falls. Not top tier economy management for the pufferfishes, but they do get their 4th. And they do prevent the saved AK. Not that it really matters for the buy. That Jurnex top frag is fielding here. Double up setup, Trimax and Fight Side. 2 players who have been incredibly efficient with those weapons. Especially Trimax, dominant on that bracket position. And he was just running through the smoke. Didn't really have a rifle, was the one player in his team with the Tech 9, but still. Or not the Tech 9, I think it was a Mac 10, but still. A bit of a reckless play there. Some utility is being exchanged. Stefan looking to find some space here. Actually sneaking into that boiler position. Nice movement from him. The bomb is still in T-spawn. It's not looking like the T's have many predetermined plans at this point. But as these 2 kills come in for the CTs, I think they'll have to make up some very advanced plans to still get out of this. It's just gonna be Weyruti. Does have his AWP, has been incredibly effective, actually throwing away the AWP. I don't think the CTs were planning on saving that anyway, but he will die and no AWP will be saved. I don't think the CTs knew that a double AWP setup was in use, so I still kind of support the play from Weyruti, because he knew saving was probably not very likely. Tech 9s for the pufferfishes, running towards the B-bomb site. Basically, classic Inferno. Weyruti does extinguish the smoke, does get the entry as well, and he keeps on rushing, secures the AK, but the 2 frags coming for the defending side, and the 3rd will be added to the total of 5 side as well. It's a 2v4 as the bomb goes down. Some money at least in the bank for the T's, but it's going to be a difficult round to clutch. Sevier putting in his best effort, getting 1. But now he's stuck in this pit position, a very awkward angle to hold. Especially if your support in the form of Sneaky Hen only has a Tech 9. Dagrus will be getting that kill, and now it's just Sneaky Hen in the default corner. Doesn't have the ideal weapon and can't really do anything about this bomb being defused. Jurnex top frag at a 2nd to their 1st round win. And they're also making some dents on this 1st half of Inferno. Weyruti going for the opening. No real opposition to face him just yet. As a news, they were actually opening up with that Mac-10 heavily tagged and eventually also traded out. Stefan can't really get to the position quick enough to still secure the advantage, and it will be Tommel, the real Tommel even, to get the kill in Banana. Gets away with his life since the Alper there was distracted. Now it's the CTs with a man advantage. And Jurnax Toprak has been pretty efficient in actually working out these man advantages, making use of them, not throwing them away. Three against the 4 of the CTs. Bomb will be picked up by Wayruti, now looking to move towards the B bomb site by the looks of it. Wayruti just throwing his AWP into the cubby, as you do. Tommel with the perfect flash. Most of the teams are blind there, I think, and all the kills come in with ease. It's the 3rd round for Jurnax Toprak, and since the money is out for the pufferfishes, I think it's gonna be 4-4 soon. Once again, it's some light pistols, no real armor to support it for most of the players. Niels does force into that set of armor, but it's not gonna be much in the bigger picture. Trimax just warming up, has been deadly with the AWP, does get punished for his aggression. And Wayruti is a dangerous player to have on an AWP, actually equal trades in A here. And since there's only one player left on this site, Niels run through it. Come on! Yeah. Okay, we'll get the kill in the end after a short delay. And this will be a 2v2 on the A bomb side. Both these securing a rifle, but fight side is still here to hold the site. Niels Bay on site will get the first actually in. Fight side has this ADUP awkward angle against the headshot box there. But will eventually flash Niels, who will be flicked down by the AWP, and it's 4-4. It is incredibly close as the pistols from the pufferfishes overtake that A bomb site, but they can't hold their ground in the retake. And the gap between Jurnax Toprak and the pufferfishes is closed. And 4-4 will be the scoreline. There will be a buy available for the pufferfishes. Stefan actually on the Mac 10, even though he had money for a better weapon. Interesting choice. Oh, sorry guys. Oh fuck. Nothing really has happened in the time I was fixing my stream. Stefan has been tagged down heavily, only 7 HP left on him. Nah, the Mac 10 is not an easy weapon to use when you only have 7 HP. Basically you have to hit 4 straight dings. And Pufferfish is playing quite a passive game of Infernal Air, leaving the bomb in T-spawn for most of the round. And we try Mac with the hop. He's not missing anything today, and that's an easy pick for him. B bomb side take will be the answer from the T's, but will it be enough? Opper already holding the angle. The CT smoke will fail, and this will introduce a lot of problems for the T's. They can eventually re-smoke the gap, but by then the reinforcements have already come in, and the push is completely locked down, and that's why lineups are important. Trimac going for the flick, actually not really hitting. I think he slightly missed there, and now it will be the strange force from the pufferfishes, an op for Stefan, an MP5 for just pistols for the rest, and it's 1 kill with the op. But I don't really know what the plan was with that buy, because now Stefan can't buy, Wojruti can. Interesting times. Eventually, a buy will be achieved by the pufferfish side. One of the players will be on the Mac 10 instead of the rifle. But the Wojruti will have access to the AWP. But the fire will be eliminating. I think that was in the 3 position in the cubby. That's a very unfortunate start for the pufferfishes, who have been on a bit of a struggle spree in these past rounds. Starting off the game hot, but since Jurnax Top Frag has had the finances, they've been shutting it down. Except for that 1 round with the pistols. 5 rounds in a row already for the CT side. And it will be Wojruti actually getting a very nice frag to catch that CT player in transition. This will make things equal, and this will also make the B bomb side an attractive target. But of course the rotation will come in, and I think the T's are making the right choice here by transitioning to A instead. But will they do so in time? It's Dagrus holding pits, spotting Stefan with the Mac 10. Stefan was more of the distraction, the preparation for the actual push, but Dagrus also doesn't care about the actual push. 3 kills for him, 2 kills for him actually, as the opera also chimes in from side. And that's another convincing round for Jurnax Top Frag. Stefan hears that scope and he smells his spray, will eventually even get the op, just keeps on running. Might face Dagrus here, who has the angle with the AK. Gets the second even before he straight it out. Still equal situations though. And this A bomb site is in danger as Niels takes down the Patrick, leaving only fight side and the real Tommel in this VTech scenario. 2v3, one of them with the op, an awkward weapon to use in these scenarios, and Wojruti will make sure that the chances of the CTs actually clutching this one out are minimized. And it will be Tommel saving the AWP onto that A bomb site, B bomb site. And it might be very tempting to hunt here for the pufferfishes. Excuse me, it's getting late. But I don't think it's worth it for them. They're incredibly low in terms of economy. They really can't afford to lose any of these rifles. And, they're sending Niels to hunt. Won't really be too aggressive in the process and won't really be seeing the real Tommel with his op. Sneaky hen brutally murders a hen on his path to that second mid position. Stefan was looking for some openings with the AK, but will be forced away by the molly, and Zephyr might be walking into a trap. 2 CTs here will get the first, and now fight side is in trouble. 2 entries for Zephyr, and the B bomb site is open for grabs. Up for grabs, no defense present. Stefan still rushing through mid here, and I think he will be flanked in a couple seconds, but actually manages to get out of the corner in time, I think. Trimax through CT spawn will be getting 1 as Zephyr kinda overpeaks that scenario, and as Stefan also falls, things are looking moderately dicey, but Dagrus is not liking his chances, will choose to fall back instead. And 7-6 will be the scoreline. And this has been an extremely balanced half thus far. Quite a long winning streak from the CTs there, but Pufferfishes is definitely making a pretty solid attempt in coming back. As they've secured double ops on the T side, double ops on both sides actually. As Jurnex Toprak also opts for the double scoped rifle. Trimax with the flick holding the angle, and he gets away with that. Has been punished quite a couple times in that position. But this time will grant his team the opening kill. And it's looking a bit difficult for the T's. They don't really have any map control to work with. They do have Banana, but then most of their players are currently in a bracket. Smoke coming in, smoking off brackets, but I don't think the A bomb site will be the destination. Lots of doubt on the T side by the looks of it. As they even confuse me, but Trimac is ready, hitting another arm shot. The Patrick also there with his M4, looking for more. And Wiruti is left with his AWP in a 1v3, does get the first, also has the information about the position of the second player, will get the headshot on him. 1v2 for Wiruti, as he has the bomb on his back, but fight side and the real tunnel are coming in. Will these two CTs prove to be too big of a challenge for Wiruti? Has been playing impressive CS thus far. Also holding his favorite weapon, the AWP. But has to win these duels. One for Wiruti and the second is so close, but fight side keeps the round for his team. And it's almost a 1v4 clutch for the Wiruti player on the side of Pufferfish. Almost the highlight, but sadly for him and sadly for the Pufferfishes, it won't be the case. So close yet so far, but 8-6 is the scoreline. And this is the last round of the half. Can the Pufferfishes get a 7th? Complete this extremely close half with a close scoreline, or will it be the Jurnex Toprak side picking or leaving this half with a minor advantage? Fight side. Pulling the B angle, missing the quick shot. Stefan sneaking through the smoke, maybe having an advantage here. We're getting the first for sure, but is traded out before he can get any further. Wiruti does maintain the advantage though by quickly peeking into that angle with the AWP, and now it's Seth here getting the bomb, running to the A bomb site, which is currently only being guarded by the Patrick all the way inside. The T's are being very careful to check all the positions, but Sneaky Hen will be the one opening things up. Only 2 CTs left, but the bomb is actually heading B. 300 IQ plays from the terrorist there. As Zephyr is planting the bomb near coffins. One player on A is keeping these CTs at bay. And Tommel might be getting the frag, but he will quickly discover that there's nothing to be found on the A bomb site and that the real destination is B, but by then the time is already far progressed. And it will be a hard retake. 1 kill for Niels. Fight side does get the flick in return, but is heavily tagged in the process. Will eventually fall 8-7. And I think this incredibly close halftime score reflects how this game has been going thus far. It's giving and taking for both teams. Short winning streaks. Actually a longer winning streak for the Jurnex Toprak. Halfway through that half, but do lose some of that momentum towards the end. And now it's the Pufferfishes. They're just running around. Running towards that B bomb site eventually. Actually, Stefan in the smoke. I don't know. These T's didn't feel anything. Stefan, so many targets, misses most of his shots. And that's an unfortunate situation for him. That's a moment where I would definitely smash my keyboard. But I hope Stefan has a bit more composure. Buyruti looking to compensate, but beautiful headshots, 2 easy taps for him. And the retake suddenly just comes in. At least Stefan won't be overthinking that whiff too hard, since his team still takes the pistol win. And 8-8 will be the scoreline. The gap will be closed. And during next top frag will opt to force into this. 2 Galils, 2 Deagles, also full armor. And since there's only 3 rifles on the pufferfish side, this might be more firepower than the CT side is expecting. And fight side will be getting that entry against Stefan. One of the players holding a Nova, I believe, if I remember correctly. With that man advantage guaranteed, it's looking like Jurnax top frag is heading towards that B bomb side. Do have the util to actually stage a proper execute, so this defense might be in trouble. I'll need some very efficient kills from Niels to make this retake doable, and for now it's only the 2 man disadvantage for Sneaky Hen and Buyruti. And that's going to be a very difficult retake for them. Do have the double kit, no real utility to force out any of these positions. So it will have to come down to the aim of these players, and fight side is already holding the angle. Quick peek will yield him the kill. Only 1 back from Sneaky Hen. And the force from Jurnax top frag will be enough to grant them the follow-up and deny Pufferfish the perfect start to their second half. And this will also mean that the CT side is forced down to just these pistols, some utility to play with, but it's not great. It will also be investing in that armor. Nate's not really doing much thus far, as the T's has mostly avoided the damage. Fight side clean entry, and Niels is looking to find some kills with his Deagle. Beautiful headshot on the first, decides not to challenge on the second, and that will also be the man advantage for the opponent. Smokes flying on a bomb site, and Buyruti is the only player actively holding this site, has a P250. That's it. That's all he has to work with. We'll be getting 1, we'll be getting 2 kills with the P250. Impressive work from Buyruti there. And it's Stefan denying the bomb plant. This round is falling apart for the German side, and Patrick has to grab the pieces and glue them together. 1 kill has been secured as Niels overpeaks the angle. And now the Patrick has to play a guessing game. Still has this util, and that smoke will prove to be essential as he throws it in the balcony position. Patrick taking his time to check these angles, planting the bomb, and Stefan is looking straight at him, but can't see anything through the smoke. And it will be Stefan probably spotting Patrick here, and now has to get down without making any kind of noise. It is possible, but it's not exactly easy. Will be getting the Galil, shooting, revealing his position, and losing the clutch. The Galil served as the bait, And Jurnex top frag will be winning another clutch. Last half it was the pufferfishes winning all the clutches. This time it seems to be the T side of Jurnex top frag. Push with the pistols there. Niels trying to surprise any waiting T, but the Trimac is ready. Two setup. Not the biggest fan of playing default positions with pistols. I always think it's more interesting to try something, like push something together. So you're just not gonna hold a site with two USPSs in 99% of the cases. As utility flies in, this B bomb site will be the main destination. One player behind the fountain, I think it was already spotted. He'll be getting a dink out, but that's gonna be it. And the site will be cleared. Some bullets flying through the smoke, but no real damage done to this T side. And that will be a comfortable 11th round for them. Potentially a weapon in the, well, fade away here, but Trimac is making sure that nothing is saved on the banana side. Sneaky Hen does have this USPS, looking to maybe get a kill, but it's fight side that will deny him in doing that. 11-8, and Jurnex top frag is grabbing some essential rounds here, and now the pufferfishes will have to put in a lot of work to stop this winning streak. Will have a buy, no op though, and only one kit. Utility is acceptable, but definitely not great, so it will have to come down to the aim of these players. Slow round for both teams. Jurnex top frag has gathered control in this B banana position. Also has two players in the apps here. The A apps. With 50 seconds on the clock. It's looking like this will be a pretty default B side take. The smokes fly in. We'll see if the two B defenders can do enough to make this retake doable. Niels pushing through the smoke, getting one, getting two, getting three, almost lots of damage on these pushing T's. And Niels will get more by just spraying. 3 kills for Niels already. Only 2 players left on the T side. Stefan will deny the bomb plant, and with only 16 seconds, this is basically unwinnable for Trimac. And that's an impressive round from Niels. 4 kills in the end, as he perfectly times the smoke and the flash. And saves the bomb site before a retake is even really necessary. Sneaky Hen receives a nade in the face, down to 44 HP. Absolute chunker of a nade. And that nade will also force him back to a deeper position. Wow, guys. You're being really nice to each other. I love how nationality brings up these great, friendly conversations. Just behave like adults, people. Please. And will be Voiruti on this A bomb side, actually locking down the short push, going for the pistol frag to finishing it off. But will be traded out eventually. Fight side with the AWP. 3 HP. Definitely the best weapon to have in this scenario. But can he actually get something out of it? I don't think so. He's being rushed down. And he won't be getting anything more from that round 11-10. As the Pufferfishers get another. And since all of these rounds have been so incredibly close, the Glocks will have to be the only weapons for your next top frag. 1 Tech 9, 2 smokes, but that's gonna be it. As the Trimax smokes down, and the Hopper is really close. It's a dangerous situation, but Sneaky Hen is there. And together with Niels, the situation is recovered. But that was looking really dicey for the defending side there. In the end, only 1 player actually falls, so that's good. But the Pufferfishes have established themselves with a full buy now. Whereas German next top frag will have a buy in this one. But it definitely won't be as convincing as we've seen before. And they've been quite reliant on these B side executes, and without utility, those are not exactly easy to, well, make work. But Tagus doesn't need any utility to get kills. Beautiful tap from him. Traded out immediately though from Niels, who's now playing on the AWP on this B-bomb side. And for now, this 1v1. Usually 1v1 trades are in favor of the terrorists. Kind of depends on how much map control is being lost for certain kills, or how much information is being gained. But in general, 1v1s always favor the terrorists, because they just can just group up and they will face less resistance because the CTs will have to spread out over these bomb sites. And this round will serve as an illustration of exactly that, as only Niels is left on this B bomb site. Does have the AWP, playing in the default position. But he needs to get 2 kills at least to make this position worthwhile. He'll be getting the first, falling back to the secondary angle, missing the second flick. And now the rest of his team will have to do a lot of work. Stefan is rushing through the smoke, missing all his bullets, a massive chance. But sadly, no opportunity to capitalize, and Stefan will be getting the kill anyway. Nice work from him. And the Voiruti will also be contributing. Only 1 player left. The Patrick will be walking into the AK. 12-11. And this game keeps on getting closer. No real team is looking like they're taking away the lead here. This is some top quality Counter-Strike content you're getting tonight. Spotting all these players, but can only get 1 as Dagus trades him out immediately. Also, second kill coming in, and this A bomb site is certainly under a lot of pressure. Voiruti conserving his ammo, getting 2 kills, looking for more. Will be getting more as well. Beautiful plays from Voiruti, but it will be a 1v2 as Fight Side gets a deal kill on Sneaky Hen. Niels Bay has rotated in at this point with his AWP to hold off this bracket angle. Fight Side with the M4 does have the armor, also has a Molotov. but it will be a matter of timings. Ruti playing Cobbins. Hard angle to clear. 4 kills for him. A beautiful trigger management there in the pit position. Carefully places his bullets and gets all the kills. 30 kills for him. Also got a 30 bomb. Even more in the last map. So Ruti is really taking his team over that line. But the game definitely isn't over yet. We've seen both teams are fully capable of coming back from these kinds of situations, and Trimax shows us why. Opening kill with the op, and that will grant Jarnax top frag an opening, something we haven't seen in 2 rounds. As it's looking like the Jarnax top frag players will be opting for the A bomb side. The real Tommel needs a lot of bullets for that kill, but it will come in, and now Ruti is on top of these boxes, making his position work. 2 kills for him. The spray transfer is not there for the third, and Dagrus will be trading it out in favor of the terrorists. And now it's just Sneaky Hen with this M4 making it for safe, because he probably got the information that this AWP was on the floor, and that weapon will be invaluable for the CT side. Not a lot of money. Stefan and Xavier won't have a lot of funds to their, well, available to invest. Ticks down. Sneaky Hen will be saving the AWP. And this will also allow his team to force out a buy here. Niels on the up. The rest of the team on the right. Actually pretty solid buy, from judging from their economic situation. But it will be fight side opening up the fragging on the A bomb side here near brackets. Dagus looking for more, spotting Stefan, and Stefan might be in trouble. Second entry for the T's. 1 trade does come in the meantime, but it's the man advantage for the T's. And once again you have this issue for the CTs. They have to commit some of their players basically on a guess, and this time it's gonna be a B-side take. 2 players are here, and the third is quick to rotate, so these player numbers might be slightly in favor of the T's. But Sneaky Hen just runs through the smoke. A bit of a reckless decision, if you ask me. And now it's a difficult situation for the rest of the team. This one smoke will be the death of 2 retaking CTs. And Niels does have this op, but 1v3 with an op without a kit on the B bomb side of Inferno. It's a daunting task. Will be escaping with his life likely, but that's also gonna be it. No round win here, and we're back to 13-13. Niels being heavily hunted. Will he survive? Just as a T was already checking that A bomb site, but the op will be recovered by the puffer fishes. will also be the only real kind of weaponry they'll have in this round. As the rest of the team will be forced to default pistols. Your next top frag. Decent chance of actually getting 14 here. Unless Niels can do something magical with this AWP. 4 players stacked in that barbecue position. I actually really like this play. I think it's really cool. I've seen it work multiple times. Really slow round here for the T's. Looks like we're expecting some kind of push from the Pufferfishes. But since that won't be happening, it's gonna be an ace side take, and they made the right choice. It's the ult from Niels that's the defense here, but he can only get 1 before he's traded out, and now the Pufferfishes are basically out of contention for this round. I would say might be able to get a cheeky kill in. Coaching from Poke. Are they getting coaching from Toldersma? If so, that's legendary. Trimac just spins around. Stefan will be getting a 1 kill with that AK, can also save it. Definitely worthwhile. Why Woyrutu also gets an ult. I don't necessarily know where they got that from. Let's see what the message here is. Quick timeout called by the CT side. And they have a lot to talk about. They're quite close themselves, but your next top frag is just that tiny bit closer. And everything is on the line right now. Do have a buy, do have the AWP on Woyruti as well. Has been incredibly influential with that weapon. Utility is not ideal. Definitely workable. Dagos is looking for openings, jiggling that angle. And it's a really passive setup from the CTs here. Both B players have been in their sight for most of this round, not really even challenging. That's a whiffed smoke. Still work somewhat. As these T players seem to be gathering in front of the B bomb side. They've had a lot of success on this side. They've also had some cases where a hero play completely denied them. But we'll see how this one will work out. Another B side execute, full smokes, and it's Niels opening up the fragging. 1 kill for him. Looking for more, but he will be traded out after 1. And it's Zephyr just pushing through these CTs. It's one of the many times where the CTs get punished for trying to make the heroic play. And now these remaining 3 CTs have to pick up the pieces. It's Niels trying his best. Wiruti actually getting 1 back. Sneaky Hand running in with his M4. But the trades are equal for now. And this favors the T. Stefan, beautiful kill with the M4. Needs to get on the bomb. Gets the spray down. But is there time? I don't think so. The kit is there, but the time won't be. And that's a painful way to lose this round. Even the AWP can't be saved as the bomb explosion takes Stefan down the grave. And now it's a T timeout actually. Interesting times. "34 kills for Wiruti." Let's look at other stats. Oh, no, other stats here. 117 ADR. It's just that the Jurnex top right is coming out with a much more balanced performance here. Look at these ADRs. Really, some players that last 3 not really doing that much damage per round, and all of the team here is contributing a lot more. So the KDs might be comparable, but the ADR is telling a very different story. And this, as I've said before, will be it for the Pufferfishes. They'll have to win every round, no mistakes allowed. And they don't have the ideal weapons to it. Sneaky Hand doesn't get the first, peeked out by the Patrick. And this will be the man advantage for the T's. A really big chance for them to get themselves this victory, and Dagrus is definitely making things likely for the T side. It's Niels coming in for the rotation, being intercepted, and now it's Stefan left to clutch the 1v5, and Niels has already disconnected. Stefan does get a spray, but has 11 HP points left, and I don't think there's much chance for Stefan here. We'll need a monster play, but he doesn't really even have the time to get into this big bomb site. Being flashed, being smoked, being spammed. Pushing through the smoke will fall, and it will be your German side, Jurnex top frag, getting the first place in the Northern Lions Quarantine Games. And that's an exciting game to close out the night. In the end, it's an extremely close game. 2 teams that were competing at a very similar level. And I think some critical mistakes from the Pufferfish side eventually ended up costing them some retakes. Too aggressive in many defensive scenarios. CT's just pushing through smokes and getting called off before they can really mean anything to the retake of their team. And well, that's unfortunate. I still think both teams played some pretty solid CS. It's good to see. So GG. And I think that's also gonna be it for tonight. I'll have a quick look at the brackets. I'm not casting play the game for a 3rd place because I want to sleep. Interview mode. Or we're having an interview, guys. How are we doing this in Discord? Okay, we're setting out the interview. Ah, cool. Okay.
Good luck.
All right. Hello.
Hi.
Hey. Oh, okay.
Was easy. Yes.
Was?
We can't hear you on stream, man. Break. We can't hear you on stream. It's your fault.
Being muted. Minus 10 IQ.
Yeah, okay.
Like I'm not that smart, you know.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
congratulations with the win, guys. I think you
Thanks.
played some solid CS. In the end, you took like a timeout at the very last round. Why did you take the timeout? Just to get like the focus in, or to?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Just to finish the last round.
And
Yeah.
focus yourself, you know.
And
To
not-
overthink
not
we
what we
must-
should do, and yeah, I don't know.
We must get ourselves together and we must stay focused to win the game. So
So we shouldn't overhype ourselves. So like we do stupid things. Just stay concentrated and get the win.
And you guys seem to really be favoring this B-side take. Did you guys practice that a lot in advance? Or
No,
was it just
honestly,
winging it?
not really.
honestly, our team is just came together today, so we never had any practice. So
We had one game on Dust 2, but
Yeah.
we never played Dust 2. We played 3 games of Inferno, so
That's good. You guys looked really like I wouldn't say that you look really organized. Not necessarily that you had a lot of strats, but like the trading
so-
was pretty on point. You know, like from a
We're
caster
playing every day together, but
yeah,
not
like
just for
we have,
fun, not for competitive.
Okay, that makes sense.
like a friend group, and sometimes we 5 play together, but sometimes we switch out like 1 or 2 players for other ones. So we know how we play, but we are not really a team, I would say.
Yeah. Well, now you are. So congratulations. Which prize will you be picking? Will you be doing the bootcamp or the mouse?
The mouse pads.
you,
So
Yeah.
you don't want to
the
come to
bootcamp-
Friesland for a bootcamp.
Yeah, so in this times like Corona and stuff, we can't really travel to
Yeah,
the
true,
Netherlands,
True.
and all of us go to school, so that would be hard.
Yeah.
Anyways, so like I think all of us would take the mouse pads.
Yeah.
Makes complete sense, to be honest. But you know,
Yeah.
I think also you guys played a lot in Inferno. Is that just a map you guys like, or?
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
my favorite map. It's so
But-
balanced, so you can on each side you can win the game. You know,
Yeah.
if you have a bad side on T, you can easily win the game on CT
Like we did in the second game. Or the first.
in the first.
We come back there from 1 to 7 to 16 to 9, I think.
Yeah.
And the CT side from us was very well played, so you can turn the game a lot. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I definitely saw that as well. Like, in all of the games, you guys might have lost some couple essential rounds, but you kept on coming back. I don't think there was a lot of tilting going on, which I definitely saw in the other teams, by the way. But so that's good, I guess. Also, I definitely agree that Inferno is a very balanced map. I think it always delivers quite exciting games, because the util game is very important. If you don't have util, it's actually a very hard map to play a CT. And
Yes.
yeah. So I think that's gonna be it, unless there's like pressing questions from anyone here or in the chat.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Anyway, enjoy your mouse pads. I hope they make you an even better team. Maybe go play some other competitions as well. Try to get rich and famous. Viel Erfolg und
Danke.
Dankeschön.
Good Abend. That was the most Dutch German ever. Anyway, goodbye, guys, and thank you for playing.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Well, wasn't that wholesome? 10 points for Willem's German. I think that's also gonna be it for tonight. We had a nice interview. I think we got a winner that was deserved. Thank you all for watching. It was a nice viewership for these games. If you want to hear more from me, you can follow me on Twitter. That's at caster_brick. I cast for the Fuse Kids. I cast for Ezel Benelux every Tuesday. In Dutch, that is. Also do some other events on the site. So if you want to hear more from me, you can find me in those places. For now, I want to wish you all good night. I hope you enjoyed the show for tonight. And I hope to see you back at some point in the future at some game of CS. Good night, everyone. And good luck in these strange times.